Welcome back to Dungeons and Nerglings. It has been a month.
We're the Nerglings.
It's a sad month.
He's the dungeon.
I am the dungeon. Well, yeah, for some of us it was a great month. Well, actually, we just played Cosmic in the...
Yeah, we had great fun also.
That worked out. Hello, Morgs. We are picking back up from episode 51. This is episode 52 for those keeping track at home. Don't be confused by anyone else. It's 52.
52 NT.
52. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not worried. So, I wrote it down.
Just pick it up.
And pick it up and figure it out.
What did you say it was? Episode 52.
52. You know what? I've got a whiteboard. 52. That would be a smart way to do it. I normally
just
go
change the number every session.
Yeah, I go and look at my YouTube videos and I'm like, okay, I've put up 53. So,
53.
last time on Dungeons and Nerglings, we had our party encounter a rather large, fearsome, mechanical in some way creature that was deep beneath the earth in a lead sort of tube.
The most unfriendly iron giant.
Yes, yes, it's pretty much the opposite of that movie.
B-U-G.
He likes
We needed Vin Diesel.
he likes to murder. You guys didn't enjoy the first round, but went back for seconds. Let's be honest, I don't think anyone's surprised. Although, I didn't know if you would go back or not straight away, but...
I was surprised we doubled down as hard as we did.
Yeah.
Like, I thought we'd go back and be like, maybe.
Yeah, I'll
and
just
then when it
poke
got
at
hard, be like, no, and we're like, death or glory.
And it's like we've gone too far. We did it all or nothing.
We really went
Cut to
overcommitted.
you two falling down the chasm and dimension dooring back into combat.
Yeah,
I was just like,
that was
it's...
when it
sealed
was
the
like,
deal.
I think that was a
okay,
decider.
we do not have a way out now.
Yes.
That was like before it even started. All our...
Because Dimension Door was our way over and our way back.
Yup.
And as soon as I did it to get us back from falling off, it was like, okay,
Well,
we're committed.
That's all that
Run
ship
away
said.
now.
Let's
It's,
go.
We are all in on this.
yeah.
That was an entire session of
Death or
combat.
glory.
That was
Yeah, it
a
was.
little hairy.
Probably our most hectic fight so far. One
Oh,
up there.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, 100%, yeah. Like, we've had some tough fights, but that was...
That was a
That
different...
felt like a boss.
The
Mm-hmm.
the other one I was thinking of was the
Velociraptors?
yeah.
Yeah, that random encounter.
They really messed you guys
Oh.
up.
Poor King K got his backdoor stoved in.
Multi-attack. Lots of them.
Multi-attack and pack tactics. You
Yep.
ain't nothing to fuck with.
Just...
Yeah.
This
Why
is like
can't-
the
why
first
can't we get
one.
back tactics?
This is the first fight where I genuinely thought like we were gonna lose again.
Yeah.
Probably me.
That's the closest we've come,
and
for
then
sure.
we will have pack tactics.
Yeah, just do
But
that.
also 20 HP.
Or
tactics, though.
multi-class into Wolf Barbarian, and then we all get pack tactics.
Yeah, the pack
Wolfbarian.
hunts
Look,
again.
I think Ricky could multiclass into Barbarian. I can see it.
I can
I mean,
see
your
it.
front line anyway.
Ricky,
Barbarian.
The Barbarian. Come on.
the Red Rooster,
Yeah.
taking on
Ricky the
another
Red Rooster
role.
Barbarian.
So Golem 2 Electric Boogaloo went down, just like Thurden did, just a couple of times, but he got back up again. So I'm
He
not
got
sure,
knocked down,
surprisingly
but
or
he
not.
got back up again.
He certainly
You're never
did.
going to keep
And
him
we
down.
did
Not
need
twice.
Spider Cade to come over at the end to help.
Spidecade, yep. Thurden
That's right.
lives. So you've just gotten up off the ground. It deactivated and went down, and stove its chest
That's
in.
right, because it was like us just all piling on it, and then we had Mr. Bones and the two spiritual weapons.
Yep.
And
Break the wall pieces.
Hermes, like all like
Yeah.
going around and ganging up on the wall thingies. Yeah.
Trying to do stuff.
And I pulled out the little gem in the heart or whatever. Or I
Stabbed it.
stabbed it.
Yes,
I
he
broke
stabbed it.
He did.
So Ricky also had a 6 streak of near misses.
Yeah.
He dodged 6
Oh,
attacks
that
in a
could
row.
have worked
Neo.
differently if I'd actually gotten hit.
Yeah.
Absolutely would have changed the game.
Yeah.
100%. No more front line.
But it was like me
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
beaten
time.
and beaten and beaten, and Ricky's like,
Yeah, it's like what, 21 AC? Yeah, 30 to hit, 17 AC, I rolled a 3 again.
I didn't roll above 10 for 6 dice. So I was
Yeah.
just like,
Heart of
Alright.
Cards.
the boys live. And the power of the golem was deactivated. So, cutting back to this underground chamber, larger than the cylindrical tunnel that you've come through. This thing's probably 3 meters tall, and it is currently down on all fours and probably just down on its knees and inactive. You can see a section in its chest has opened up where you thrust your sword, and the lights from its eyes disappear. They gone. The small 6 points on the wall still lit, but not vibrant. So just a dull sort of glow. What would you guys like to do? Varys, on the other side of where the bridge was, you have come over. There's a pit in the middle that Thuridon's climbed out of.
I climbed out of, yeah. Remember, I climbed down and I shanked him in the butt, and then he went down.
Yep, the butt shank got him. So, what would we like to do?
Can I go around and just break all the 6 things? I don't
Sure.
want him to wake back up.
Go for it.
Yeah. I'll also help.
So, Ricky, while you do this, it's inanimate, so you don't need to roll. Like, there's no stress at the moment.
Yeah.
Make a perception check. While you are standing in front of the thing, your sword sort of thrust in.
18.
Okay. So looking into the cavity, like you just like sort of looking down the end of it. As you pull your sword out, there's a little, and there's this small sort of coppery plate covering whatever's glowing that your sword has impacted. And as you pull away, it sort of makes a little click as it lifts out a little bit. There's still a glow behind it, and it's sort of shaped a little like a turtle shell is what you would pick up on your perception check. On an 18,
Like lifting off a button sort of thing? Is that what
Yes.
you mean by a click?
somewhat like that.
Yeah, okay.
On an 18, I would say that looking at the thing, you think it could be removed.
Alright, yeah, I'll surgically remove it.
Okay, with what?
My arms.
Okay.
The most powerful surgical tools I have.
You put the
These
sword
babies.
away and reach in. It's probably that big. And you lever it. And the whatever this crystalline substance is behind it, still glowing. You can see it fully. As you pull this little disc almost out, ovaloid in shape, but somewhat patterned and looks a lot like a shell. The chest cavity closes over. You see the eyes on this creature. And it stands back up.
I'm hoping you're controlling it now.
It turns and looks at the tunnel where you have come from. And it stands there. You're mid-process of breaking these things on the wall when this happens. They turn back on the other side, like you've gotten through 3.
Yeah.
They whir and click into place and begin repairing themselves.
Weren't there already like 2 broken? At that point?
Yeah, so there's probably 2 left that, I mean, you're not permanently breaking these
Yeah.
things. However, it doesn't look down at you. The figure is standing there with its shields, waiting and looking at the entrance that you came through. So it stands back up and you're all just like,
Not again.
Profusely bleeding out the bottom of my armor, like
Thuridon's just like swollen and battered.
Looks like Sloth from the Goonies.
So by no means have you destroyed this thing.
yeah.
It's definitely got some rents in its plating. but it begins to repair itself. But it is not aggressive.
What does it take to kill this thing?
Fuck
Can
that.
you, like,
Let's
push the
enslave
button or
it.
something
It
on
will
the
kill
plate, or-
everything we could ever hope.
Yeah, it could be our pet. I can't. I'll sort of maneuver around.
Well, I
behind it.
for once say welcome to our new intern of Needlebark Goods
Give
and
him a little badge.
Services.
We shall call you Ronan 2.
But just get the brush out of work experience.
Please be kind to me. It's my first day.
It is certainly not its first day.
Can we do we actually do that?
I don't know how to
can't-
enslave it.
Well, I kind of want to. I want to maneuver around behind it, so I'm not just standing right in front of it when
Sure.
it's woken up.
Yep.
And I'm like,
Again, like you're walking around its feet. It's
not
not
reacting.
moving.
can I like hold the gem heart thing up to the back wall? See if anything like.
So you've only taken the plate that was covering its core, basically.
Oh, so I didn't grab the core. I grabbed. the
No,
plate.
that's firmly affixed in.
Oh, okay.
So looking at it, it's built into this thing.
Right. Okay.
But you took this
So I'm
little.
holding the copper plate sort of thing.
Yep.
Does it look like it could fit into anywhere on this back wall, like a key or?
So what are the rest of you doing? Varys is across the chasm.
Or have they all healed up at this point?
No.
The
Oh, sorry, the wall things. As you like sort of see them come back to life, they begin repairing each other. Yeah, just in a way that you're like, oh, job.
Through one, the
Yeah.
next one's done.
That's-
Yeah.
I give up. It's the worst game of whack-a-mole you've ever
Oh,
played.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll kind of wave these guys over and like get some help investigating this thing. Like, is it like a key to the treasure
How far
or?
across was the chasm again?
It's about 50 feet.
Oh, 650.
I was thinking about getting a rope across to Varys.
Well, yeah.
Well,
there's
we've got
the
that grappling hook
sort of
sitting on the
thing.
ledge, don't?
Well, yeah, I don't know. If one of you's got a bow or an arrow or something, you could just tie the rope to that, try and
Javelin?
shoot it across, or javelin it across. Or...
Javelin with 60 foot of
rope.
rope.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we're moving up
Easy,
in the world.
easy now.
But yeah, something like that, I guess.
Yeah. Do we want to try and we'll get Varys across and then
Or I thought that would be,
investigate this plate?
yeah.
I mean, because
Why not?
Probably the easiest way.
I feel like maybe now that we've bested it, we're its friend. We're at least not its enemy at the moment.
Unless maybe that was making it aggressive, or
Yeah.
Mage hand?
I do not.
maybe you
I've
could
got mage
control
hand.
it.
Could
He's
you
got
mage hand?
Mage
rope?
hand
Like, 'cause you
leisure
could-
domain.
What's
It's
the rate?
30 foot.
30 foot on mage
But the
hand.
rope
Sort of
will
thing.
be
'Cause my other
two-handed.
plan was to like mage hand first, jump off, featherfall myself, mage hand the end of the rope towards me while I'm still falling, and then climb up. But javeling it across might be easier. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
So you tie it on the end of, like occasionally just turning around. This thing's just like staring.
Like into the tunnel.
Yep. Just looking straight ahead, straight across, pretty much at where Varys is, just looking across there.
I'll chuck a javelin over.
Alright, I won't make you roll.
Well, it should still be like the
The posts on that
post
Yeah, yeah.
on that side, yeah. So
So tied up
Loop it
tightly
around
around it,
and
ain't you?
then and
Yep.
we can hold it kind of
Hold it taut.
so you can just shimmy across.
yeah, pretty much.
Tight rope across. Go on, you wouldn't.
Cool.
Tie the other end. Tie the other end to the golem.
I mean, it's
I
immovable,
mean, it's
so
standing there sturdy, so
I'm not risking touching it at the moment.
I really want to touch it. I'm scared to and I won't, but I really
these
want
guys
to.
are tying the rope around the thing, and you're just like,
Neck. Like up to eye level, just like.
are you going to touch it?
No. Shoot life.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, we
Yeah,
rope,
but yeah,
rope Varys across.
yeah.
How are you climbing across? Are you going to try and tightrope across?
No, I was just gonna do the army crawl sort of thing, where you like hook your legs and then
Oh,
you
yeah, yeah.
do that.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. There's 50 foot. You've
There was like 100 and something on the rope.
Yep,
attached to the-
plenty of space for it. I won't make you. Should I make you roll? Nah, you're alright. You won't really hurt in that. For
Well, I didn't take any
Anything,
damage, I don't
so-
think. So
he was just chilling.
yep, just plinking away. So Varys hops down off the rope.
Yeah. So yeah, now that we're all here, I want to try and I'm kind of just holding this like we're all standing in a circle, just like anyone know what the hell this thing is? Is it a key?
Does
Is
it have any like symbols or anything on it, or is it just
It's-
like a copper plate?
It's got the patterning of a turtle shell
Looks a
on
bit
one
like
side
a
of it.
turtle shell.
Yeah. Do you?
I hold it up behind like Kincaid.
I said, do you have any
no,
history
mushrooms.
of like, is this like some sort of special key to a vault, or you know, is it like what was that story we heard?
Gold
About-
Roger's treasure.
Yeah.
This is the one piece.
No,
I've been
well,
watching that. It's been kind of alright.
Yeah, I really like the live action.
yeah, rumors relate to hidden knowledge and dark magic's treasure in
Ah,
terms.
yes, this is the famous key to the hidden knowledge and dark magic
Yeah.
that is under the town.
Which town?
Or
Yeah, that's the one.
My hometown.
Where I am from, whose name I know.
But yeah, I suppose like is there any kind of are we getting any ideas? Like, is there a part on the turtle shell that it's like, oh, that would click into the top of a lever, or
No, it's a fairly solid single piece.
yeah,
Recognize it?
Is it what would keep the shit bit fire
There's nothing
going?
really to recognise. I mean, it's a small copper plate.
Like there's not a famous copper plate decorated like
No.
a turtle shell in any
nothing,
Fournemouth
nothing like
legends.
that you know of.
Is it like purplely circular?
Oval-ish.
and the pattern of the turtle shell.
Yeah.
I kind of want to investigate the back wall to see if there's anywhere where it might slot in to like open up a
A little recess.
vault door or something.
Well, I mean, it'd be an awfully strange thing to just put this guy down here by himself in a dead end.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's guarding something.
Yep.
Unless
So-
that's what he was guarding, and that's why he was so far down
He was
underneath all that
guarding the dead
lead.
end.
No, he was guarding.
Oh,
The
the shell.
copper plate.
Yeah.
The
You
lid of the box that contains his heart.
Yeah.
you walk around with it a bit, and as you get probably 10 feet away from the back wall, it begins to grow slightly cold, like noticeably colder than quite cold.
The shell, or
Yeah, the small plate that you're holding, and just sort of like
Guys,
gloves.
It's getting cold.
Oh, go back. It's like, do you have the game
Oh,
Hot
hotter
or
and colder.
Warmer?
Oh.
You
As
get
it grows
warmer.
cold, the wall near you begins to push
Or maybe
inward.
this is
almost.
the opposite of hot or warmer.
It's much
Like
larger
stuck,
than
don't
that. It just sort of like as you walk. When you
Oh,
stop,
like-
it stops.
I'm like pushing it backwards.
Yep. It unveils the mouth of what looks like a tunnel.
Sick.
Oh.
Follow me.
I thought you meant like
Okay,
the
so
wall
it's
was
got, like,
literally like an infinite hallway. I was like,
Profit.
ah,
Oh, good.
this is making my inner ear feel funny.
As you get
Might
to
even
about
choose
5 feet away, unless there's anything anyone else wants to do,
No.
the
We already. Oh no, those corpses have been obliterated.
they were pushed off.
I will leave the golem alone.
Kincaid, I will go last.
Not
Ready?
particular reason. But I think it would be fun if all three, everybody runs as fast as they can down this new tunnel. Just no reason.
Ready to go now. Do you give in to
don't do-
temptation?
I don't do that.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
nearly
I'm-
killed us. A lot.
Oh, yeah.
And we're all very close to it now.
So the small apertures on the walls are just pulsing every 6 seconds, and you see
Repairing it.
the plating on it beginning to repair and thicken in certain points.
Boys,
And this small tunnel that you uncover just pushes into the dirt like effortlessly, soundlessly. It just
But because we got pushed up against it though, like this was a solid wall.
absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
man, total illusions, best in business.
Yeah.
Side
Apparently.
note, anyone we don't like, we should just try and trick them into thinking we keep all of our treasure down here.
Do you know how we should do that? We should just
just-
keep all of
Yeah.
our treasure
Well,
down
before
here.
that,
This excellent
Well, like,
guardian.
come
Even
back
we
and,
can't
like,
beat our guardian.
Golem's, like turned our treasure into armor and shit. He got
I
now,
reckon-
like,
No,
all of our
but-
gold is like turned into his armor. It's like, well, we can't even spend it now.
Nobody will ever take it.
No, including us.
Yeah. Just take him into the bank. Hello, I would like to make a deposit.
Of this. You have safety deposit box or job going.
As you are you entering the tunnel, I
Yeah,
assume?
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah.
holding it out in front of me and slowly walking.
As you get within about 5 feet, it sort of like almost fixes into place. Feels like magnetics in a way, just sort of like center of this little walkway. So while you're walking, it just sort of follows a trail.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you just
Like,
need
like
to hold
it's
it.
on a invisible string.
Almost, yeah. So your scry into the wall beyond, you're
Yeah.
now understanding why you couldn't see anything. You scried straight into dirt. You're
But
now
this is like making a passage
yeah,
through.
this is
Yeah,
making
yeah,
a
yeah,
passage
that's
through
right.
what you scried into.
Parting the brown sea.
You're all staying fairly close together, I would assume,
Yeah.
because as you get 10 feet in,
Close
you
behind
begin
me.
to see it
Oh.
filling in. Does anyone not have dark vision?
Girdle.
Yeah, he's got the girdle. Yeah.
Squidly.
Are you going squid
Nah,
instead?
I go.
Okay.
I'm not allowed a wild shape. Because
Okay.
I cascaded down here and then I spidered
That's
across the thingamabob.
Yep. You walk, and it curves ever so slightly to the right. And you go probably about 50 meters, give or take, just through. You're underneath the earth. It is dead silent. All you can hear is your footsteps on stone flags on the floor, and your laboured breathing as you're walking through
Wait,
this.
so the floor is still like a smooth
Yep.
manufactured surface.
Yep.
Gotcha.
This is weird. Is it like uncovering stone that was here in the dirt and it's just moving the dirt?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's like they've caved in behind it, but left this magical passageway.
Or they like left the tunnel there and then filled it with dirt, and this just displaces it
Yeah.
around us.
I mean, it's a pretty good way to protect something.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
Let's just hope Golem wasn't
Can
round one.
Can I prod the dirt?
Sure.
They call me
Like
Kincaid Nine Fingers.
It's dense, like it's packed. So from what you can see, it's not just loose dirt that you could. It's solid packed earth, like rock and stuff going through it.
Can I take a little rock?
It does not collapse on you.
Good.
At about 50 meters through, you hear Thruden's wheeze, his like cracked ribs, and
Hey, Thornton, you need some healing.
just in the confines of this, after the loud echoing chamber that
On a
you've been in.
scale of 1 to 90. How
12, mate.
many?
12.
Push more.
As he
Could
says
be worse,
12,
but
it's
could
like
be a hell
you
of a lot
hear
better.
ribs and stuff grating together, bone on bone.
Yeah, no good. No good.
What's the good one?
I don't think my ribs meant to come out here.
Well,
You're like, look.
6, 7, 13 hit points back.
Okay, so you doubled his health.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez.
Very nice.
That's 2 first level cure wounds.
Cheese cover.
So the glow of the girdle illuminates a split in this passage, left or right.
Where does the thing want to follow?
You could take it either way.
Do we want to send?
We can't
Can't
send him.
send someone.
Yeah.
Close is up behind us, so
I'm thinking of a number
back.
between 1 and 10.
left.
left.
Alright, well, decision made, I guess.
It's my favourite number.
Sounds like you're going left.
That's awesome.
Oh dearie.
Yeah, I started left.
You both left.
My favourite number between one.
I was thinking left as well, but
For a second, it almost makes sense, but all of the concussion damage that you've got,
Ah,
you're just
yeah,
like, wait, what?
My CTE also says left.
And you start heading left. A straight passageway. Probably another 50 odd meters until the dirt gives way to an open space.
Does this place look similar to the entrance we came from? Like with the architecture and...
You've got light in there? Not at all. So you've got probably 30 feet, and there is a huge ornate doorway. It could be timber, it could be stone. It's that sort of like wood aged so much it looks like stone.
Almost like petrified,
Yep.
fossilized kind of.
And there are elaborate symbols and skulls and all sorts of stuff decorating the arch.
Skulls?
Yeah.
On an arch.
Do I recognize any of the symbols?
Make an Arcana check.
17.
These appear to be wards against certain creatures that may repel in some way.
Creatures like us?
You don't feel repelled.
Do we feel other-pelled?
Impelled?
Yeah.
Compelled?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Just
Seem to be
tell.
unaffected by it. You feel thoroughly pelled. What would we
do they
like
look,
to do?
Do any of the other parts look familiar?
Yeah, any symbology or like
That
oh
we
this
recognise
this
from
decoration
various-
style is old elf or
They're mainly arcane
okay.
in nature.
Even the skulls?
Nope. The skulls are
Especially
just
the
skulls.
skulls. They're decorative.
Yeah. From what you can see, yeah. There don't appear to be any etchings or anything on them.
So pretty much just like an empty chamber with this doorway, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, did you want to do a medicine thingy to see if they were skulls of all the same race?
Yeah, do that.
Sure,
That's
make a
a great
medicine
idea.
check.
Oh, it looks like a
Mm.
thing,
Yeah.
or like you know, the
Or
sacrificial
they're all
pit.
tieflings, you know,
Is that for his 4?
Yeah.
Nice.
they're all
Like a
goats.
solid
13.
13.
That's actually
That's
pretty
not
good.
bad for a 4.
I got a plus 6.
Yeah, true. The lack of teeth and beaks gives you the indication they may be turtle in nature.
You can tell from the way it's a total skull.
Yep.
Makes sense.
You can
You
see
can tell
by the
from
way
the
it doesn't
beak
have
and the remainder of the shells.
yeah, hanging on.
It's just a whole total skeleton. Not a tiefling. There's no horns.
Wait, so,
That
Are you feeling repelled, Kincaid?
Am I feeling repelled?
No.
No, not particularly.
Alright, so
A bit hungry, maybe.
Could it be a mausoleum
That's
or
the
something?
problem.
Yeah.
maybe
A family. Old Roger.
Maybe
You
some
wanna
really strong.
crack it open.
check it for traps? And see if we can crack it
yeah,
open?
sure. I'll pull out my thing diddles and do a bit of an investigation check.
Did you want to ritual cast maybe detect magic to see if there's anything like
I can do that.
blocking the
6
door?
and 7, so it's gonna be like a 9.
Nice.
Yeah, can I start ritual casting detect magic?
Sure.
Yeah, that's a 9.
Nice. Looks safe. Guys, I'm certain. Looks great.
Ritual
Looks
cast.
pretty safe to me.
It's 10 minutes plus normal cast time.
Which is an action, so a minute and 6 seconds.
All right. Wait,
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
10 minutes and 6 seconds.
The ritual cast.
Yes.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing in the 10 minutes while he...
Lying down.
No, it's my ritual. It's not dancing. It's not a bard thing.
Why
It's
not?
just it's a Slav squat and a hard stare.
Excellent. No lower back.
You need
All
a stick.
good.
or knees.
Yeah. He's just rubber.
It's
and
just
shell.
retracting the knees and bend the shell in half.
I'm just kind of taking the shell along the kind of string part, the magnetic part.
Yep.
See if it interacts with the door.
Through it and just like immediately, oh, nice cold ground on your bruising, and it leads sort of to the side of the door. You see a small indent.
Plug.
There's some sort of door opening. My magical senses tell me.
You're like,
Magic.
oh man, come on.
Sorry, we could still wait the 4 minutes.
No.
Take it back out.
Stuck. Hang on.
Are you taking it back out?
I mean, we already knew it was wards.
Fine. We get Cliff of Warding from. You'll never hear the end of it. I
We'll
will
all be
haunt
dead.
you.
Yeah.
So, decision, what are we doing?
Lara
Can we-
Croft Tomb
yeah,
Raider,
can
here we
see-
come.
Can we see into where it's opened up to? What are we looking at?
You can. So, are you interrupting your ritual?
Yeah,
Okay,
stand up.
You give it up. So, you can see inside there is a sort of like a mud room, cloak room, whatever you would like to call it, to, shed outer garments or soiled clothing or anything. And it's just a small chamber. It leads through an archway, and you can see what looks like a table and a fire pit.
Is there a fire lit in the fire pit?
All this you can see through your girdle's light.
So it all
Can I try to light
looks
the fire?
super old and decrepit and shit.
Very
no
much.
one's been here in a very, very, very
Dusty.
long time.
And...
I'll try to light the fire. Are there like any wood still in there or whatever?
So you're crossing through the doorway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You step through and the wards flare,
Uh-oh.
but nothing happens. You
Just checking if we're demons or
Undead
giants
or
or.
whatever. What's
Send
it
Mr.
called?
Bones through.
Oh, have you got Mr. Bones with you? No.
How long
Nah,
does
we
he
would've-
stay out? He was out.
Did we
front.
stay
I
an
think he
hour?
lasts for an hour.
Oh.
Then yes.
Then in that case you would know what the wards do.
Mr. Bones.
He just gets decimated.
Dust.
He basically you compel him to like keep up with you, clanking along in the tunnel. And you get out of the small tunnel, like the plate is clearing for you. Pretty much the second that you see the archway, those would light up, and Mr. Bones would turn around and walk the other way.
No, Mr. Bones!
You have no control over him. He's turned. He's just like,
It's like
"Du-du-du-du-du,"
caved in, so there's just
and then it just caves in over him.
Oh, blocks him. Blocks
So
him.
you would have to
We'll go get him
backtrack.
later.
We'll find him again.
Backtrack and get the
dig him out
bone.
with the thing later.
But
Okay,
you,
yeah.
you know what the wards do at least.
And it didn't
undead.
happen to any of us, so...
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
none of you are undead, are you?
Last time I checked.
Almost.
I'm just gonna stay out with Mr. Bones for now.
I really like this chamber. So, Mr. Bones is buried in. At some point, the bone will be uncovered. Just note that down, that you don't have Mr. Bones with you.
No, Mr. Bones.
So, stepping into the mudroom, are there any garments that you would like to shed? Take off?
Yeah.
No,
Do I wear... I don't wear shoes.
probably not. No.
I
Alright.
don't know why, but I imagine them his feet like elephant feet. I feel like...
Yeah, that's how I picture
Like, I don't picture like claws, if that makes sense.
Just long stump.
Yeah, like a cartoon elephant, where
Yeah.
it's just a cylinder with little semicircular toes.
Yeah.
He's whatever you want him to be, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have anything I want to cloak.
No, that's fine.
Is it... I mean, if there's ghosts or something, do we need to be polite? Should we take off our cloaks?
I don't know. The door didn't look like it had opened in a really long time. Doesn't look like anything's happened at all here for a really, really long time. I don't know if there's anything
Ghosts
of any
that
kind
care
here.
very specifically about table manners.
Are we going to a
Yeah.
ghost play?
Like,
Maybe.
Is there stuff in, like, are there coats hanging up?
There are probably 2 old coats.
can I rifle through their pockets?
Are they magical?
They are just coats.
No.
Are there anything in the pockets?
Give it an investigation
Big
check.
white fur coats?
That's a net 20.
Nice.
Do they have some coins?
No coins. You do find some. Roll on your herbs table. Like what you normally forage on.
In which environment would you consider this?
Swamp.
Alright, hang on. Let me just roll and then I'll look it up in a
Yeah.
minute.
What
It's
are
a
you
19.
doing in my swamp?
Some
Swamp environment.
a small pouch sewn in of dried whatever you roll.
Whatever 19 is.
Yep.
Environment.
Cool. Yeah,
Beta
look,
weed.
I'll hang up the old
Retro beta weight it is
glamour weave.
used for
Nice.
buffalo leads.
Nice.
I'll
Sorry.
hang up the old glamour weave.
Okay. Hang it.
Me too.
All right.
I'll keep it on. It's holding my bones in place right
Yeah.
now.
You're like,
You gotta hold 13 extra hit points back.
yeah. Some of your bones are
That's still
better.
a quarter of my health.
That's double what you were on.
I know.
He's
But
much
I'm
less.
still only on like a
I
quarter. of my health.
want to keep up the spell slots in case
Yeah.
things happen.
So,
I mean, we could take a short rest.
Could it like
Well,
try
let's
like
go
a
into this
fire?
fireplace room and
Yeah.
have a little short rest. Put our feet up by the fire.
Well, we could do that.
Should
That's
we
not a
should
terrible
we
idea.
investigate further? Well, I just don't want to be like,
Are there any exits like
you know,
to this room?
lighting the fireplace on Satan's porch.
Yeah.
You know.
so you've come through the main doorway, just through an archway, small recessed room.
How
The
like
mud room. Oh, it's like 10 foot.
10 by 20?
Yeah, something like that.
And then we continue on, and there's a fireplace in another room.
So, stepping through that, it looks like a living sort of quarter. There is a recess, quite a large fire pit. There are chairs and tables arrayed around the room. It's probably a 80-foot room. So not small, but big enough for, you know, whatever you need to do in there.
The furniture is like us sized,
Um,
giant sized.
it's, of a normal
Okay.
caliber. Sturdily
We don't
made.
need a ladder to get up on it.
Yeah.
No,
And it's
no,
not
you don't.
sized for mice.
Correct. It
That'd
is
be
normal.
sick.
That would be cool.
I want a
Nice
Honey I
sized
Shrunk the
stools.
Kids adventure. We walk through the thing, zoom down. We have to fight people using
Oh no.
pins and button shields.
Good luck beating
Or
the
we're
rat
like
boss.
walking through, and then it zooms down, and the whole town square is on fire, and we've crushed like the hospital. Like, oh my god!
Ah, no.
The Titans. It's like just like the prophecy said.
So in this
round elephant feet.
perfectly obliterated our circular town. You monster.
I'm picturing all these things like coming out of the flaming shit pit, just rising up. Like, this is what it was protecting.
Yes. Couches. There's comfort here. They're small tables.
Similarly dusty and unused as the previous room.
Not as.
Oh.
You can see that the chairs don't have a huge layer of crap on them.
But like a thin layer of dust, or
Yeah, very, very fine. Like
Like-
you have to rub your finger to. Oh, yeah.
How many weeks we talking like worth of dust on that chair?
Make an intelligence check. Let's see if you can figure it.
You don't have
12?
proficiency with furniture making by
No.
any chance?
Dust detecting.
The dust of detection.
you went a chimney
Yeah, so
sweep.
dust is approximately 2.3 days old.
It's probably been a few weeks on some pieces. There's some that have relatively been disturbed recently. Hasn't got the same coating.
Been here.
I mean, like, I didn't get injured or anything like that. I can just sit on guard in the hallway outside the room the whole time.
Yeah. Well, is there further points of entry from this room?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So we can continue on further.
Would you like to go left or right? Both are similar.
I'm thinking
Doors?
of a number.
Oh no. Varys, you have to split the difference.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right.
Okay.
Killed us all.
You've chosen the death room. Excellent.
4 golems.
To the right, this is kind of a dual use space. There is it's a kitchenette in some way, like dry food storage, as well as it's a fairly long, looks like a larder in some way. It's about 30 feet long, and along the walls are shelves. And not until you sort of enter the room, looking around, there are innumerable ingredients.
Like spoiled or
Like some stuff that needs to be fresh, or
Stored, so dried, preserved, whatever it takes.
so like we're in a bunker or something.
Something like that. Looking at it, some of them are edible, some of them are reagents. There are certain herbs and the like. you come across a fairly well-stocked storeroom. Most things that you can think of needing, you might be able to find in here.
Ooh. Like, do they look like, they were harvested sort of recently, sort of thing?
Hard to tell with dried and
It's pretty much all non-perishable food, isn't it?
yeah.
Is it
It's
the real,
not
like,
all food though.
bunches of herbs hanging up and like jars and
Yeah,
stuff. Like,
jars of preserve with whatever in it, liquids.
Pickles.
I just feel like, I mean, maybe we just take it.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
I just don't want to do the, oh yes, this is great, we take this. 10 minutes later, cut to 5 who's been eating my jerky?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we take it, but we do a little more scouting first, maybe?
Sure.
Yeah, we can come back.
So you're sort of doing the rounds.
Is it like a jar of pickles?
Yeah, there would be pickles.
I'll just snag a jar.
Getting
Yeah, you both.
Guys, we
Wait.
won't touch them. Except for these pickles.
there's a small cabinet with glass casing at the end, and you can see through it. There seem to be some precious materials.
Precious materials.
Looking like
Rob now or scout and Rob later?
you were voting for Rob later 4 seconds ago. Just
What I
because
saw
it's
this
gone,
year.
we've upped the ante.
Yeah, that was food. This is.
And we stole the food.
Yeah.
Stole the food anyway.
He's got a pickle on each claw.
Can I tell anything about it from the pickles?
About what?
Like, who did this? Are these Cajun pickles?
Oh,
are these pickled in the traditional
Make
dwarven
a-
method?
Make a
Cooked utensils,
history
surely.
check.
Surely cooked utensils proficiency.
That's Mexican spice.
I'm
all
proficient
right.
with cooked utensils. I should
Okay.
know what.
Sure. We'll
I
wait.
investigate.
Add
I
your
interrogate this
proficiency.
pickle.
Yeah. I know you.
Is it?
Mr.
Is it
pickle?
intelligence?
Yeah.
Probably.
3.
You're like,
Ooh, a 7. 8. 12.
okay.
Wait. 11.
You know the Tortle style of pickling? Whatever herbs they use in there.
Total's made these pickles.
That's why you love them so
I
much.
could
You're
tell
just
from
like,
the
Very good pickles.
I could tell from the Copland flavor and the vodka.
They were pickled in vodka.
spot on.
Might I do a quick go around the glass case with the
Sure.
binoculars for a trap or
Go for it.
this or that?
Investigation.
It is 17, 19.
Nice. You don't see any loose wiring, nothing amiss, other than a lock.
Okay, yeah, cool.
And what kind of? You said we could see into it. What kind of precious metals are we looking at?
You would have to.
Yeah, I just
There appear to be some nice ingots of metals in there. You're not sure what they are. You'd have to feel them really to know what they are.
really.
There are a number of small non-precious gems used for whatever. They may be used in casting. They may be used jewelry.
Selling,
Yeah.
string them together and make a nice necklace.
Yep.
Should I shove them in the bag that goes back to the bowl?
What, the whole glass case?
That works.
We'll just open it up and
Can we do that?
Well, it's locked at the moment.
Just the whole case.
Wait,
Just
but it's
open the bag and
glass,
just
right?
Yeah. So on the on the top shelf, you see a rather well cut diamond.
One that could be used in a resurrection.
thought you were going to say a ring.
Why?
Because we were talking about rings.
Oh, yeah, we were
the
too.
3 wishes.
Is it a 3 wishes diamond?
Does it have a deck of cards next to it with fun of pictures?
I don't know. You'll have to draw all the cards to find out. No,
Don't
there's
you
not.
tempt me with a good time. I draw the deck.
Yeah. 52 pickup. Yes, so you sort of wipe away all the...
Ingots, gems, and diamond.
Now,
should we? I know I was saying scout and then we stole anyway, but I really bought scout this time and then come back for this stuff.
Okay.
Just because in case there's someone stronger than us, we've been beaten to shit, mainly you, and then also if I don't know, it's not illegal to live down here, we might have just sort of broken into someone's house. Wait, is it illegal to wait? Yeah.
he says to the ceiling.
Illegal to live down here?
I mean,
More
it's technically your family's land. Oh no, we walked it for a fair bit. Never mind.
I don't know how
You're,
far.
you're well off your family land.
Yeah, we could be like, under the ocean right now.
We could just be in someone's actual storeroom.
Yeah.
You could have just
like in a
tunneled
basement
into.
in Fournemouth.
Maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's not a tunnel. Maybe that gem just that plate just displaces dirt.
But that's why I asked for a manufactured stone floor. So
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
technically
yeah.
a path.
We
It's
might be
like
under
following
the Crystal Archive. This could be.
That's a
this
much
could be.
further
They
walk.
do like
This
skulls.
could be old mate's.
They do like skulls.
Could be old mate's secret.
I'm
thing.
convinced.
Who was old man again?
Auschwitz? Not
No,
Auschwitz.
The other one.
The
one that lived
Asimov
forever
has
and-
18 names.
Yeah, right.
The geologists.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, investigate more, I suppose.
Paranoid. Syria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, yeah. Do
your-
we see anything with that name on it?
Your understanding of when... No, it was Kincaid. Your understanding of when you were descending into this, it was... You were travelling in the direction of Fournemouth. So away from the keep.
Right.
We're
So
under
it
the
could be
palace. We're gonna find out who murdered D.
Who was
The Golem.
who was what? Who was D?
The man.
It was the
mayor.
mayor who died. May or may not have been murdered. I put some mayo on that. Probably just died of old age,
Yeah.
happily in his bed. But you know,
No, they did say it was kind of sus, and they didn't know what
Yeah.
happened.
Because weren't they looking for investigators or something? When we passed those turtles on the road.
yeah.
Anyone want a drink?
Yeah,
Yeah, please.
You
Pepsi.
want?
Can I have? I bought a Red Bull.
Actually, wait, no, I got that butterscotch coffee thing.
Thank you.
Oh,
Marmalade.
the big
Yeah,
boy.
that one.
Caramel latey.
Cheers.
Love that.
Pepsi, Sunkist, Great Northern, V.
I can't
Solo.
have a pet food cloth.
I will have a birthday cake.
There's no birthday cake in here, but I can give you a watermelon.
Nah, I'm good.
Margarita.
I was just quoting Community. It's all good.
Right.
Oh, zero shug. Nice.
It's not as good as with sugar, but it's alright.
Yeah, of course.
Because I'm almost at the point where I prefer Coke Zero to normal Coke.
Yeah? Well, that's
No,
good, I
but,
guess.
like, I do
it's
like Coke
close.
Zero.
There's a new
Pepsi
green
Max over
V
Pepsi.
that's
I was
like
like,
green
Pepsi
apple.
is the weird one where like Max is the
Superior.
common one, right?
All
Be
right.
the Coke
Anyway.
leaves.
So you leave this sizable diamond and the rest.
In the dust, I draw a little love.
Right. So was there more doorways leading on
Miss you
from that
already.
storeroom?
No, so the
Okay,
storerooms
we gotta
are
go back to the
closed in
living room.
space.
Double back and go
so we've
left.
got our circle, and then we've got the first. And there, how many doors in this other main entry?
As you're leaving this room,
Yeah.
you're sort of like, ooh, dried incest. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This
Oh,
is
okay.
more the spellcrafting components
Oh, okay.
side. So one side's sort of food, medicine.
Powdered diamond.
Well, when we clear the
So
site
it's
out,
possible like a wizard or some sort. Like this is his
alchemist.
little.
I feel like
Yeah.
This is his lair.
we probably will end up emptying this room.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
We're sacking the shit.
likely.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how many doorways leading off that main sort of room were there?
There's one across from you.
There was like left or right.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So-
So well, we'll
Try
just
the left.
check the other
Go
one.
over to the left side. On approach to this room, the smell is what hits you first. It's that chemical odor, just that acrid sort of in the
Okay,
air.
no open flames.
I think someone's bleached in here.
Stepping into this chamber, it appears to be some sort of. There's all sorts of chemistry, distillery, liquids. No labels. It's just there's a few things bubbling away. There are a few that looked like they've produced a distillate of some sort, but just a chemistry sort of room.
Chemical lab.
So there is
sort of.
stuff.
And there's stuff cooking right now.
There's stuff currently bubbling.
There's some that looks like it's enchanted in some way to
okay.
continue to bubble.
Okay.
So like
Stuff on a Bunsen
self-sustaining.
Yeah, not so much a Bunsen, but yeah, same idea.
So it's like self-cooking.
Yep.
Can we try? Can I? Yeah, I want to try and investigate like what some of them are producing.
Sure.
Yeah, same.
Are you a chemist?
I mean,
I think that might be me.
Alchemist
look,
He's had
supplies.
alcohol before.
I've drank a lot of different alcohols in my time.
I've got proficiency with brewer's supplies, so like distilling stuff, you know, like
You might be familiar with the techniques, but
yeah,
when it comes to what's in there,
tubes and stills
This is
and
where they make
distillation
black
and
shell
fermentation
vodka.
and all that sort of
Oh my
stuff.
god!
Yeah.
What if
Well,
it
yeah,
is
I'll
Where
give
they
you-
make black shell vodka.
vodka?
Yeah, I'll give you a hand with it.
Yeah,
Because
probably
I've
more
got
for you too.
herbalist stuff to maybe identify,
Yep.
and then alchemist.
That will help
alchemist
more.
supplies as well.
yeah.
So yeah, I'll have a look with them, and I don't know if we're just dipping our finger in the liquids.
Risky business. I like
poison.
it. Ah,
Deadly poison.
Oh, my tongue just melted away.
oh.
I didn't need that.
So who's making the investigation?
Do we both roll?
Yeah. So with advantage,
Oh, yeah.
both of you roll.
Whoever
Take the
has the-
highest. Just so you both feel
I
involved.
rolled an 18.
18 as well, +2.
Very nice.
Plus, I don't know what.
Although if I've got proficiency with the supplies and I get
Yeah.
to add that, then it becomes +5. No, +6. So it
yeah,
becomes
if
24.
you're using your alchemy set.
Better, Losney? 3.
I don't know. I'm at 24.
27.
No,
Nice.
then 27 is the
27.
I rolled 30.
You know that from the method that they're using, it doesn't look like it's poisonous in any way. Normally you wouldn't like evaporate it in any way. If you want to keep the poison, you would try and condense it.
Right.
So it gives you that information without needing to do anything to the liquid. That's just looking at it. Understanding what's going on, it appears to have been set up. It just a very slow burn. Something to continually, you can see it drip every 10 minutes. It's just sort of like, and then what it is, some sort of magic concoction of some sort. You're not sure what.
Is it like a ladle? And like a...
Oh no, it's dripping into a closed
Beaker?
container, yeah,
Oh,
like a
okay.
beaker.
Is, can we see any kind of like notes or a chalkboard with diagrams or like anywhere where anything like
Make-
that could be?
Make a perception check. Or investigation.
Do you know what I mean?
whatever
Like
you'd
anything like
No, yeah.
experiment 14 notes
It doesn't have like
Ooh,
a little
another
tap
18.
and...
plus 3. What's your perception?
My perception or investigation?
Up to you. Whatever you would like to use.
Investigation, it's a 10 plus 3. Or 2. So, 12.
18 plus 3.
Stuff.
Okay.
So
There is a small notice board. Extinguish open flames if they're not needed. Sort of just like some safety stuff. There's don't forget to recharge your pass. There's leave burner 4 as is. Do not touch. Looking around, you sort of like wipe off the tables. They've got a numbering system. And table 4 is the one that's still burning. So,
Are there like any vials around that have this liquid in them? Or...
yeah, there would be one aside from the one that's being filled currently. It's not quite full.
How, like, full comparative to the one that's already full and stoppered?
It's close.
So we could wait here for whoever's coming.
are there any like symbols or anything around like a logo
Around what?
on the walls, on the tables,
On the bottles.
No, none of the bottles are labeled
The
in any
notice
way.
board doesn't say, Umbrella Corp security regulations.
Are there any books or anything around, like here, that might have some?
Not that you can see in here. This is purely chemistry. There is another doorway leading out of this chamber.
Okay.
That might be the
Should we
office
check
attached.
that?
Yeah.
Sure, go on
Yeah,
and
so
look for it.
Do you want to check for traps?
Oh, yeah,
The
sure.
door.
10.
Looks totally safe.
It'd be funny if we're like below this Bobka Arbor and this is where like the ghost lady makes her potions.
Maybe.
It's the borscht.
It's the borscht.
Slow drip board. That's why it's so good.
That's why it's so delicious. It's been cooking for like 30
The
years.
secret recipe just keeps going.
Secret recipe. It's chemicals.
Yeah.
It's chemicals, no radish at all.
Is this MSG?
Yeah. MSG.
Pure
So
flavour.
this doorway opens into a hall running left and right. Which direction? 1 to 10.
Which way looks shorter?
Right looks shorter, closer doorway.
Maybe we'll go right then.
Let's go right.
Okay. So heading right, you investigating or just going?
I mean, yeah, probably I'd be starting to maybe trying to take it a bit slower and
Should we
Watch
maybe
it outstep.
ritual cast detect magic just in case they've got like magical traps in some doorways or something?
or do we want to at this point go back to the lounge room, have a proper short rest now that we know there's quite a bit to explore maybe?
Yeah.
And just in case someone gets a jump
Well, we're
on
not
us.
in any immediate danger.
Yeah.
As far as we're aware, yeah.
So we
How
might
long's
as well
short
go
rest
back
now?
a couple of rooms, do the short rest in the room just
Yeah.
prior to the
Yeah.
storeroom and the Bunsen burner room and stuff, and then
Yeah.
go from there.
So in the living quarters,
Yeah,
Sure.
I think
The break room.
heal
Yeah.
up a bit.
close the doors behind you.
Yeah.
They're fairly well maintained. Like this place isn't like falling into disrepair in
I
any way.
wanna, rip off like a bit of fabric or parchment or something, and put it in the doorway to that hallway on the other side of the chem lab.
Okay.
So if it opens, like it'd drop.
Yep. Okay.
Sort of that.
Wedge
that's
it
what
in.
I'm going for, yeah.
Nice. Coming back to the living quarters, on the wall, so the doorway that you walked through, the archway where the mudroom is, on that wall. Coming back the other way, you sort of notice that there are a number of portraits sort of arrayed around the place.
In the break room.
Yeah, in the living quarters, just looking back towards the mudroom.
Is it sort of like how, you know, you'd walk into the Oval Office and you see all the portraits of the past presidents?
Yes, very much so.
Do we recognise?
Or are they labeled?
Would you
Yes,
like
do.
to investigate?
Oh yeah.
Boy, do we.
Go for it. So getting up nice and close. These are old-timey portraits.
That's a natural one.
Very
Someone
nice.
else better have a look.
14.
Whatever, just investigation.
18.
Nat 20 for 22.
Kincaid's like indecipherable, and you guys are
He looks like a Greg.
just wipe all the dust off it.
I'm just thinking of being like,
It's at about that time that the bowels start to. Yeah. Oh no.
Those pickles were in fact several years old.
I mean,
The
they been
formaldehyde
pickled.
had expired.
It could be that. It could be the bowel loosening thunder damage that you guys have taken. You guys are fine. You didn't take any shockwave damage. You guys are just like, ooh.
Everything
Ooh,
that was in
oh
my
no.
intestines has just turned to mush.
Uh huh.
you've had a sonic colonic.
It's like when marathon runners, like,
Because I've
they
never felt
can't,
better.
about halfway through a marathon, they can't trust a fart because otherwise they will legitimately
Just
shit
shit them.
themselves.
And a
Because
lot
they
of
just
them- and
turned
a bunch of
everything
them
to
do.
liquid.
Well, there's
That's why I always wear my diaper.
it's all beard. The old beard diver.
Oh,
Make a Constitution saving throw. The two of you.
you got the bonuses of
Yeah.
we're in a little
Oh
room.
my god.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. If
You
I'm
roll
not within
plus
10
me.
feet, 18.
I do a
if
plus
I
me.
am,
No, you're close enough.
Like +7 or something.
I'm 11.
what's your charis?
Okay.
You get +4.
Yeah, so 22.
Okay. You're fine. You're like, I've held worse. You are just like, I'm gonna shoot myself. Where are you going to evacuate?
Are we near the cloakroom?
Yeah, you're standing at the wall looking at the portraits.
Is there like a
Cloakroom
little
is just there.
like counter where the cloaks are behind? Like,
Nah, it's just like hooks on the walls sort of thing.
Is there?
It's just
Oh,
is there just like a corner that I can just?
You could go out the
Circular
doorway.
room.
Yeah, but I need a wipe.
That's up to you to figure
Wipe it
out.
on some dirt or something, I don't know.
Dirt.
just like a dog, just like
Nature's toilet.
scoot along the floor outside.
The dirt floor.
Nature's toilet.
Wait,
paper.
wait.
The
I'll All white.
You have-
Prestidigitation.
Kincaid, grab these now.
Yeah,
Like, just
10
get the pickles
seconds.
to grab.
9,
No, I
8,
keep it in the jar.
7.
And then I duck
6.
behind the corner and
You
like
need to
swallow
hold
the
on
jar.
to it. Just go outside your animal.
Did you
in
go
the
out the
jar.
front door?
Yes, and I go in the jar.
Okay.
Good job.
Well, those pickles are ruined.
No, he took all the pickles out.
Oh, okay. Well, you had 10 seconds to do so.
I was like, yeah, just like hold out your hands, just pour all the pickles in his hand.
Double handful of wet pickles.
And you hear the jar being splatterily refilled.
Oh no, it's overflowing!
Sounds like he missed.
Meanwhile, cut to you guys inside are sort of like there are names at the bottom of each of these portraits. Very like those austere sort of regal portraits of
One dude has a monocle.
ooh, yes, my. And there's a couple of them, and they all appear to be turtles.
They all have the same last name.
They certainly do. The clan name is Plippy.
Libby. I feel like we've heard that before. I feel like it.
Should that be ringing a bell?
Are they all men or women or?
Both.
Well,
Say,
does it?
like, does it seem like that, like leader of the clan, like Roland, for example?
There's no particular one that takes precedent over any
Might be
other.
like all the leaders from
Yeah.
hundreds of generations.
Hey,
What do we-
Kincaid, do you recognize Blippy clan?
Oh yes, the famous Blippy clan.
Make a history check.
With advantage.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice.
Flippy.
Dirty 20.
I just come back in and go. Thank
Close that front
Oh,
door.
can you press the digitation
you.
to smell?
not want to go out there.
You gotta clean him up.
Just like
Okay, thanks for holding it, Kincaid.
he hasn't wiped his hands,
Walking around a double handful of wet pickles.
just dripping. Yes, you definitely recognize there would be some crockery and plateware and that sort of stuff in the kitchenette.
Go and find.
I
I go
take
and
off my horned helm.
perfect.
The winged helm
Of
comes
your
off.
ancestors.
It's a pickle jar.
It's got,
Oh.
Now it's got some red hairs in the pickles, but that's
Oh.
fine.
Excellent.
Ooh, flowing.
So,
Got that.
the Plippy clan, fairly long lineage. As you can see, there are a number of generational people on the walls.
They don't have dates or anything under the
No,
portraits.
no. I won't give you all the names because it's pointless to do so, but the name that sticks out to you is Gustavo Plippy
Hey, Gustavo Plippy.
and Co.
And Gustavo
K-
Plippy and
KO.
Co. Plippy. And they stick out to me because...
Historically, they were condemned for their research and sort of banished in a way from Fournemouth. They were publicly condemned,
Shunned.
Ostrovici sort of necromancy.
but they weren't, ostracized or, removed from society. They were just sort of tutted and no-noed and don't do that
But apparently
publicly.
they did indeed
Very much so.
continue to do that.
Not an uncommon thing.
And the research was into.
Anything that you would know to be, publicly frowned upon. A lot of the Turtle families are haunted by spirits, by death, and learning its secrets. They're surrounded by it all the time. There's a curiosity, naturally. Into death and what happens after it is the usual.
Okay. So they were doing something else?
You're not sure. You just know that they were publicly condemned. This is a ancient history. these days people are a little more accepting of it, given the prevalence of spirits and that sort of stuff. It's not shunned any longer.
Is the Plippy clan still around? They run like a bodega in town.
On a 20, D. Plippy was someone very well known.
Oh.
The clan was no longer under that cloud of judgment or anything.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
were sort of accepted back as soon as the turtle
Society,
folk
social
progressed.
norms caught up.
Yeah,
And that was D, the mayor that got murdered.
correct.
Did he actually get murdered, or I just fully make that up?
Oh, you don't know.
They said there was like mystery surrounding his
Yeah.
death, but they didn't specify. Like they found him with the shank in his ribcage or something.
Cold-blooded murder.
What it was that you heard was he went missing, I believe.
Because of murder.
Possible. You're not sure.
Did you ever meet D?
This would...
Did you ever meet D? Like surely they would have talked at some
You
point.
probably would have in town at some
Send
point.
it.
Go for it.
Also,
Are you actually?
Hey, we
Might be
found
worth
it's a
a
really
try.
cool basement and your face is in here.
Hey, D, you may remember me. I'm Kiketo Blosko. We met at one time at the
that one
vodka,
Arbory.
and we accidentally got that pierogi orders mixed
That's
up.
probably 25 words. You get a... boo-doo-doo. This number is no longer in service.
no.
So he's dead.
Also, one thing we're keeping in mind is why were the geologists trying to get into this place?
Are the geologists the Plippy? Or are they trying to get to the Plippy?
Yeah,
Could be
what-
the-
Someone found out.
What was this research?
Using the clan name
Yeah.
like it's a noun.
It's
Yes.
Get into the Plippy.
It's really one of these things where like they were trying to like they found something.
Yeah.
When did D go missing?
No one knows. That's the whole point. He went missing. He was the
Maybe if I was
mayor,
sending...
leader of...
Did he go missing around the same? He didn't go missing around the same time. No, as the
No, he
burned
went
down, that
missing
was
more
years ago.
recently.
Yeah, that was recent.
Relatively, yeah.
Yeah, like within the past few
Yeah.
months recently, not like 2 years ago.
Well, it's possible like there was some secret that they uncovered, and you know the geologist needed to get his rock knowledge or something.
Okay, so
Or like-
someone found out what he was researching, kidnapped him, and they're continuing to do whatever the hell he's doing because the thing is still.
But also,
Or maybe
D
it's
might
like
have
dripping.
D might not have known about this place.
We found because there was those corpses in the place. I'm thinking more like, you know, the Plippy are doing some sort of hectic research. Someone else found out about it and was like, "Oh, we need to steal it." Tried to get in via Misted Mound. That's why that whole thing burnt down. All that jazz. They did eventually get in, but just got murdered by the golem and
Yeah.
never made it this far.
Yeah.
We're in the secret Plippy lab where they make all of their hectic potions.
Yeah,
that
and
they,
yeah,
you know.
did they kidnap D to try and get information out of him because he's part of the same clan?
Yeah.
or
I
Well,
reckon,
maybe
I reckon
they
that was
kidnapped
it.
him, and that's what led to the Misted Mound.
that's
being
how they
burned
knew
down.
where the entrance
I reckon
was.
that's it. And he was like, "Oh yeah, just go down there. Nothing sus. Don't mind the golem."
You'll get in fine.
Yeah, just walk across the bridge and
Yeah.
yell out your name real loud.
Yes. Yeah, that's my theory, something
okay.
like that.
Okay, so then we probably should
It's almost more
ransack
like
this place.
almost more like rival corporations.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, so let's have our little short rest here.
yeah. Let's have a short rest. Potentially
I need to heal
though,
up.
Well, yeah. You've been discussing it in this room, like, sitting on the couches and just like...
potentially we could you know, because like it's not technically like this place could just be their home,
If they were shunned, though, is it technically
but not anymore.
the people's property?
They used to be shunned back in the day. Now they're
Justified.
chill. Well, I'm more thinking if, you know, this is maybe a chance to...
But this D guy went missing like 2 years ago. Is that what I heard?
No, I think it was the Misted Mound burned down 2 years ago.
Okay.
And
yeah,
D went
D
missing.
went
a
missing
few
more
weeks
recently.
ago.
Yeah.
D
within
went
the
missing.
last
It would have been
month or so.
just before the campaign started.
Yeah, around
Because
about
we
then.
found out when we got out of
leaving
Glendolph.
Broadaxe?
Yeah, like
we
they-
were
we
like
got
leaving
heading to
Par-
Achara.
Yeah.
Before we
way.
met Willie,
Yeah,
wondering
that's
where's.
Yeah, we bumped into those random turtles.
Burger Man said, "Hey, gorilla, looking tired."
We played Fortnite till 6 a.m.
Good
Oh,
grief. Yeah.
that might be.
Because we were like, alright, we'll play one more. And like, we got the win. We can't just end on a win. And then we won
You
again.
have
It's
to win
like,
on a double.
we can't just end on another win. You
You
know?
us top.
Yeah, it's getting a bit steamy.
Yeah, either either. So, but what I'm thinking is the only other guy that knows about this place is either dead or kidnapped and under duress. So we should really, if we're off to investigate and potentially rescue him, liberate these supplies in order to make that as easy as possible for everybody.
If that's how you want to spin it, so we seem like the good guys.
We are.
I think that's 100%. I think we still double check those other places.
Oh,
I just don't want to rob it, walk around the corner, and see that like
He's
entirely
actually
legal
still here.
holdings of the Flippy Corporation.
They're like, oh, we just don't really go in the back much anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it's a bit dusty.
Yeah, we've got the new wing that we
Yeah.
mainly use now.
Yeah, okay, so short rest up, then we'll continue exploring, and if all is golden, ransack it, go back out the dirt tunnel, and go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to find out that it turns out this was just like, Grandpa D's weird experiment shack that they just never happened to go in, so no one's come in here since he left.
So we short rested?
Yep.
Yep.
I used 6 hit dice.
Short rest.
Wait, how many hit dice do I get? Is it?
1 per level.
Yeah, so you'll have 8.
Might as well use 8.
Beautiful. So you'll eat of some food. You're famished because you've just evacuated everything in your body. Some of the magic that suffuses you.
And lower rations.
Bones knit and wounds sort of stitch them up, and
Yeah, baby.
Just sleep a bit.
feeling slightly more healthy.
I'm gonna spend.
All my hit dice gave me enough to get over the line.
Which line?
It's a max health.
Oh, nice.
All your hit
Because
dice.
I get plus...
5 or
Crazy,
4
yeah.
every.
I get plus 20...
So it's
32 for...
For rolling all hit
Yeah,
dice.
Yeah.
8d8 plus 32.
So you just use everything you got to be like,
Yeah, because I roll d10s for my...
oh yeah, true.
8d10 plus 32.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
good
heal.
heal.
healing.
It's pretty good heal.
During the short rest, do you think we go back and get Mr. Bones?
Might as well.
I mean, he's
Or
just
just after the,
He's just in the wall.
just after the short rest, yeah.
He's like an NPC in Skyrim that just sort of like...
no clipped through a.
Yeah.
Well, at a certain point, he will have desummoned into
Yeah,
just
into
a
the bone.
bone.
Just
And
sticking
so
out of
that
the
was
wall
it.
that you can just.
Yeah, just go looking for the femur.
Yep.
Hand it
You
back to
walk. You walk past the shit pit, part 2, and it's just like, yep, okay, back
Grab a-
inside. Close the door.
Grab a helmet pickle and keep going.
Excellent.
Helmet pickle up each nostril and.
I can't hear that. Where's my... To that. Yes, so your short rest ends. Anything else anyone would like to do during said short rest?
Grab more pickles.
Raid the larder side. Just be like, ooh, dried meat, ooh, herbs. You use that to like put
Ooh,
in some of
kimchi.
your wounds as well. But helps the healing.
All my bones just crack into place.
Love it. Excellent. So
Is it actually a chiropractic? Just like, need to just slot that back
pop
in.
you back in. So, where would you like to go?
I guess.
Yeah, back to that hallway and just checking if a little bit of fabric has fallen from the door.
You check it. Fabric's still wedged in.
Okay, no one came through back to the chem lab while we were gone.
So you go through that door into the hallway, left or right. Right being shorter.
Yeah, I think we were gonna go right, weren't we?
Sure.
Yeah, because I was
The
a
shorter
shorter
one,
doorway.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay. As you open this door, it opens into quite an opulent chamber. Well appointed, furnished with soft, deep reds armchairs, quite a selective bar, bookshelves covering the walls.
Why the hell didn't we rest in here?
Pretty much.
So you've been sitting out on these like old dumpy
Dusty.
couches.
Literally behind the door was like the most lavish living you could have.
That's where you chose to stop looking. Yeah, so you see a selection of cigars and spirits, fine crystalware. There's big, beautiful red, deep, those cushioned sort of puffy as couches that you're just like, oh, I'm going to sink into that.
How are we not meant to just rob this place bare?
Was it
They are
significantly
begging
less
for it.
dusty in here
Like, is this place
than the
clean?
rest? Has
It
it been
still has a layer. There are certain places that, like, there has been use, but in
instead of, like,
general,
one bar stool that's got no dust on it?
well, no one's sitting on a bar stool in here. Only comfort.
Good selection of booze.
There's some of that reserve black shell, like there's only like 30 bottles in the world.
I don't care. I'm absolutely taking that.
Oink.
Yep.
How many of them are there?
Oh,
29 now.
they've got one.
They've got one of them.
Yes, what will we call it?
I'm cracking out a gold leaf.
Yeah, I was
for
gonna
everyone.
say we surely each
Yeah.
get a
Prestidigitation to just
A beautiful humidor with like a selection of fine cigars from different regions, segmented into different
Maybe not the open
areas.
flames.
Yeah, we're not in the lab anymore.
We don't know how long that's been brewing the chemicals
We're not
down here.
We're not in the lab.
We don't know how long that's been filling up this underground cavern with gas. Like,
There was an open flame in that lab.
Ah, see?
no, that was a potion that was the boiling itself. It didn't actually have a Bunsen burner.
Yeah, it was
It was just boiling itself. Oh,
But it did say don't keep flames on for longer than whatever. So they do light fires.
So, making a connection. As you step into this room, there are soft, shelled, recessed lights that illuminate as you step in. And they just sort of, like a dim sort of glow. Enough to... Exactly. Enough to read by, but not too bright. Very ambient. Very relaxed and thought-provoking. Quite. Your interest is piqued in how these things are running. Just sort of, as you're talking about the Bunsen burner sort of thing, what is causing that to happen?
Magic.
Lights
Curious.
that...
Very curious.
Indubitably, my dear Ricky.
I've never had one of these before.
Can I interest you in a helmet pickle? Good sir.
Absolutely. Takes helmet pickle.
He hands he hands it by the wingtip of his helm. Or yours.
It's like, oh my good son.
so the Plippies were
Connoisseurs.
doing naughty spirit soul magic potentially, and now there's these fine
speakeasy.
contraptions that run on their own and that sort of thing. Are we wondering if they succeeded in the spirit magic thing? And
Well, now you put it like that.
And maybe because of the way Fournemouth is, like, they're constantly charging up with spirits.
Yeah.
Do
mean, yeah.
you have any uses of your magic paladin? Are there
Divine
ghosties here?
service, yeah.
It also could be something, like immortal torch bugs or, something
But
like
Celestial Fiend are undead, so I'll use one Divine
Do
Service.
you want to go into the lab and do it? Because it gets blocked by like walls and stuff, doesn't it?
Yeah,
that. The
what's...
lab or the
but
chamber?
we're underground anyway, so it's not going to go very many rooms.
I do have 4 uses anyway, so.
Yeah. Maybe do
What's the
one-
range?
It's like 30, 60.
60.
Okay.
Blocked bug.
You don't get anything in the librarium.
Except a fat stogie.
Fat Stogue and some very, very fine alcohol.
Reserved black
I
shell.
give us little little sipping glasses.
Oh yeah, like it's all
Maybe
fine.
not
fine
the
crystalware.
only 30 bottles in the world one, but like whatever the next best one is.
Okay. I mean, Black Shell's pretty damn good.
Yeah, regular.
It's
black shell.
pricey.
And what kind of reading material are we looking at as well?
I will give you a general.
I want every book.
I will not do that. So, along the walls, there are certain sections where the books have fallen. So, they're not a complete library. But the sorts of titles, topics, that sort of stuff that you see gem cutting for beginners. You see some stuff written by the dwarves on metals and alloys. Some stuff written by the elves on songstone and its properties. There are discussions and very dry books on automatons. There's a human's book written by a man named Benel on alchemical distillates. There's some stuff by the Turtles, judging by the name on the cover. And these are all in various states. They're all fairly well kept, but old, new, well worn.
Which one looks like it's been, I guess, read the most?
Oh, you're looking in a room of books. Hard to tell. You can see, like, they've all seen some love in some way or another. There are more.
Is there one like sitting on a? Like, has he got a specific reading chair in the room, an armoire or something? And is there a table with a book? Like,
Yeah, what's
what's
the
the
last
most
one?
recently touched one?
Got a
Yep.
cigar as like a page holder.
Yep. So there's a rather thick tome by a woman named Halthea on amateur gardening.
Which might be the...
There are other books on corpse preservation, medical journals, that sort of stuff. There are survival books on rot and cure, like healing, that sort of stuff. There are books instructing on how to dehydrate your meats, food preservation.
This feels all very, like, doomsday preppy. Like, all the things that you need to survive if the world goes to shit.
Yeah, but also like the ability to build a bunch of automaton soldiers. So I think he might have been intent on creating the doomsday first,
Or jerky golems.
or that.
Dehydrate the meat, put the songstone in it.
Animated. Done.
Who needs precious metals when you
jerky.
have the leather army at your command?
Did you say leather armor? No, leather army.
Ricky, would your stonework be able to tell you how long ago this place was built?
Potentially.
Make an investigation.
Stone cunning.
Or
Yeah,
use your stone.
How long ago were these bricks cut
It's
and
like
laid?
history, and you get double
Thanks, Muffy
proficiency
baby.
or something like that.
Yeah, related to the origin of stonework.
Sounds about right.
History is +2, and then double proficiency
So
is
plus 8.
yeah +8 to a nat 1.
Very nice.
This is a 9.
Yep, that's
The
fine.
the smoke from these cigars
Yeah.
beginning to cloud your judgment.
Yeah, I'm feeling weed in this. I'm feeling in my aristocratic mode, and I'm like, yeah, it's just quite fancy stone.
You see Ricky like. he's got the lungs of a bard, and he's just like.
Ah, yes, see, this is stone.
It looks pretty old.
Old
Somewhere in the-
fancy stone.
In the ballpark of 0 to 1,000 years. Is what you would get off a 1 + 8, 9, yeah.
I'm gonna smoke 2 cigars at the same time.
Excellent.
Plug each nostril.
Varys, as you're sort of you're looking at this amateur gardening, it's written by a druid from what you can see.
Yeah.
Just sort of like idly flipping through, and a small book flops out.
What's the small book?
On the front cover of it, there are 3 intertwined elves.
Elves?
L, the letter.
Oh, elves.
Oh.
Sorry.
I was like, oh, we just found
Like
that. Oh,
the Kama
Kama
Sutra?
Sutra. Like, 3 elves intertwined.
Opening the book, you are not far off.
Ooh.
You
It's the
open
Dwarven Kama Sutra.
you open a book.
Little
It's a
ones.
novella
Ooh.
called Lusty Lizards.
Oh, for Christ's
The
sake.
lizard folk Kama Sutra.
No,
the
thi-
lusty Argonian maid.
I was gonna
Pretty
say,
much,
is this
that's
like
what I
a
think it is.
commentary on
This is
the
a-
most famous book in the Elder Scrolls?
This is a sort of a forbidden fruit angle of a turtle falling in love with lizard folk. They're polar opposite, and about them making things work.
Okay, can I skim through
Yeah,
this
you're
and
just
just see
sort
if
of
there's like
like,
any like he's written anything on any page or anything? Or
Yeah, I just
Use
need
that
to
line.
read every page of this one real quick.
Any of the
Clues.
pages
Like,
particularly stuck together.
yeah, like if any of them are stuck together, I'm not assuming that's code. I'm just
Yeah.
skipping that section.
That's the good bit.
There's a couple that are a little stickier than they should be.
This
You
one
would
all
need
smudgy.
to you would need to devote some time to. Are you talking about the Lusty Lizards or the Amateur Gardening book?
Probably the lusty lizards.
Okay, there are some fairly. Okay, yep.
I'm just looking to see if
It's
he's
a
written
picture book.
anything in there.
No,
Cares
not
about
not
birds
in
backyard
any.
when you just discovered SBS after 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Nothing of
Whatever.
note.
Stripperella, I think it was called. Pam Anderson's cartoon. I think that was it.
So they're not all work, it seems.
Yeah.
Don't want your big box of porn, plippies.
No, I will not watch School of Cock with you. But you will enjoy a very fine tipple that you would have to pay a lot of money for elsewhere.
Just 4 boys smoking fat cigars and reading porn. just usual
What else
lads
are you meant
after
to do after you defeat a giant golem?
Good place to unwind.
I kind of think we deserve to crack that one open, and I point to like that 1 of 30.
Oh no, that's in. I took as soon as I laid eyes on that. That is
So
worth going to jail for.
The
every
rest of you
point.
probably wouldn't know about the finest of black shell.
Oh,
like,
actually true. Kincaid, of the 29 remaining bottles, which would sell for the most?
That one.
I grabbed that.
I grabbed the rest.
I grabbed the other 28.
don't need these swords, javelins, rope.
I need these pickles.
No, my pickles!
They're still good.
I just ate some floor pickle.
Delicious.
Floor pickle between
So-
the 2 cigars.
Any doors leading out of this room further?
No, this is a closed space.
Okay.
This is for research, for discussion, for
And for
relaxation,
lusty lizards.
and for
Yeah.
the
Are
lusty
there
lizards.
any pictures on the walls?
No, it's occupied by bookshelves.
All bookshelves. Are there any of the bookshelves that have like a book that's suspiciously clear of dust, where if I pull it, it like swings open to reveal a hidden passageway?
Make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'll look on the
I
floor
help
for
him with
scratch
that?
marks to see if any furniture is moved and like scratches the floor.
That's an 20.
Oh yeah,
Very nice. For
That's
a
better than
total
my
of
6.
22.
And I got an 8 for my looking for scratch marks.
Looking for scratch marks. Nothing really stands out to you. I mean, you're randomly like, what about this one? What about that? Oh, and the books just keep like onto the ground. Varys,
Lusty lizards part 3.
I didn't know there were sequels.
Into the back with the fat bottle of black shell. You will make a nice pairing together.
Kincaid gonna treat himself.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, Kincaid pouring himself a bar.
A bubble bath with like a little hat on, and locking the door. Putting on some
I'm showering.
putting on some nice, like lighting some candles, putting on some nice like jazz.
Ricky, I pay you 1 silver to sit outside the window and play nice music for the next hour.
Here, put these in your ears.
just huge pot.
And Ricky's just like out in front, like crying. There's so much splashing.
Beard.
I didn't know his claws clicked like that.
That's too far. We found the line.
You will find it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there. Varys, you find a book that you swear is going to be... Oh, no. But it's written by someone called Kurtak, and it's called Seeing Beyond the Veil.
Alright. And I picked this one on a
How's
too
it-
because it had less dust than anything else? Or?
Yeah, you
Okay,
were...
Can I just quickly open it up?
Yeah, sure.
See if anyone's,
Is
allowed
it
to-
the
Veil?
Wizards Part 4?
It's a fanfic.
it's
version.
his fan. He's lost in
He's written himself into it.
That's why there's no dust.
Throw it into the fireplace.
Self-insert.
Is it Veil as in V-I-L or V-A-L-E?
V-A-L-E?
V-A-L-E or V-E-I-L?
Oh,
Like cloth over eyes or a valley?
cloth over eyes way. E-I-L?
Yeah.
V-I-L.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Veil.
That nearly
Right.
blew my brain hole.
Okay, so Seeing Beyond the Veil by Kurtak. Open it up, and it's not cut open in there. It's not
No.
like a cross-shaped pistol in there.
Yeah.
Holy water and a steak.
Gun.
Ah,
Your
yes.
treasure plus 1 sword, 70 platinum, 3 non-precious, and a Glock.
Glock.
You may have a wizard. You have.
Oh my word. Okay.
Magic missiles, just better.
Yeah, just more owie. So, Kurtak appears to be someone from the Spectral Reach. So this is a relatively new book. Spectral Reach being the...
Spot where you
Ghost
steal
hunters.
weapons.
Yes. And yes. Both of those things. It's his findings, his discoveries on dealing with spirits and the like.
Alright. Well, I'll toss it to Kincaid. Maybe you'll find some value in it.
I mean, there's a lot of books in here that you could find value from. Just depends on what you want to look at and how long you want to spend. So, what are we doing? Kincaid's fully reclined,
Oh,
feet up on a...
Kincaid is
on a
never
little-
leaving.
He's got the pipe, he's got pickle, and he's got his fine black shell, probably. Not the good,
The fine, just not fine.
yeah. The full shell.
Well, do we want to go back down the hallway and check the other room?
He's
We
he's
can always
found a
come back.
robe from somewhere.
Finish clearing the building.
How do you have personalized robes?
There's slippers that fit you.
Why do you have curls? You don't even have hair. Your mushrooms are in curlers. I didn't know you could do that.
Have you guys seen the episode of Malcolm in the Middle where Hal finds the bunker?
No, but it sounds great.
He finds a bunker and it's like from the 60s and there's like a portrait of JFK on the wall and there's like a nice robe and whatever, and Hal goes down there to have like his, his special me time.
Yeah, quiet time. Oh, the dream.
I know what this is.
So yeah,
Well,
kind of. You have to basically pull him out of the chair. He's like, no.
Wait, he's just gonna do I'm just gonna do the good bit.
You
They've
see,
just shed their skins.
you see that he's got gardening with the
dropped a
lusty
hail.
lizards.
But I need to know how to use these shears.
I must learn how to cultivate mushrooms.
He's about to trim the bush.
But you get him out of the chair. Oh. Are you taking your cigars with you?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm putting it out before. Like, I'm taking the case of cigars.
You tamp it out. Oh, okay.
I'm still puffing.
So are we just
Maybe don't puff
Have
when
we
we're
just
gone.
gone to foot? We've jumped very quickly to robbery.
Ah, look.
Hey,
The first one that walked into a room and you were just like, alright, that thing I have to steal.
I did. In my defense, I did have to steal it.
Did you though?
He did.
Your Honor, in my defense, I really wanted it. Like, I really wanted
didn't
it.
have
A
a
lot more
choice.
than the guy who owned it does.
Oh dear. Okay.
I feel like it's the laws of adventuring, right? You defeat something guarding a cave and you get the treasure.
Whatever is in that cave.
As
Yeah.
far as we know, this is just a cave.
Yeah, this is a dungeon. We're adventurers. There's laws for this type of thing. I'm
Yeah,
sure
right.
of it.
As our company as the company lawyer,
Yeah, wait.
I endorse this.
Yeah, it's what
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
no, what's that other thing? It's like,
Salvage.
because we're a company, if we do something wrong,
This is just a
the
hostile
company
takeover.
goes down, and then we just come
We,
up
we,
under
we,
another
we sail out on the golden parachutes that we gave ourselves.
That one
to-
guy we've hired for like 4 hours a week to work the front desk.
Yeah,
We're pitting it all on him.
the
Thus,
golem.
the patsy is born.
No, we pinned on Holly and Nori because they can't be tried. They're children.
Yeah,
Okay, tried as miners.
and
yeah.
they're already known thieves, so it won't be hard to sell.
Smart.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Done.
I say shoving the
Sorry.
gold cigars in my pocket.
It was those halfling kids in town.
Millions and millions of miles away, with many, many witnesses.
The turtles are like, who?
Exactly.
Oh, they're very crafty.
For an honest fee, we'll track them down for you.
If
For
we
even more,
hand
we'll
you the
kill them.
if we hand you the culprits, will that clear our names?
Here they are.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
The sticky note is like flapping. I don't know if it's blocking the camera. or not, 'cause
Oh,
it's
no,
like
no.
Flapping down.
It's fine. Should be fine, I hope.
Alright. But yeah,
So-
go check out the other end of the hallway.
Yeah,
Heading
yeah.
down.
The longer way.
This door, very similar to the rest. You try the handle. And you're met with an interesting sort of room. Directly across from you, there are 6 large glass panels built into the walls, probably 40 feet across from you. So the glass panels are about 40 feet away. Looking as you step into this room, again, small sconces alight, and the room is filled with a soft bluish sort of light.
You see those 6 glass panels?
In the
6
wall.
big glass panels, like floor to ceiling sort
Yeah.
of thing. And each one has a small door next to it.
Can we see through the glass?
You can. So, there are 2 empty chambers. There are 2 chambers silhouetted from within. There are humanoid figures standing and looking directly at you. One in one in another. In the 5th and 6th, there appear to be bodies on the ground.
And the 2 that are in the middle, they're responding to us, like they can see, like, we enter the room, they both looked up straight, staring at us, sort of thing.
No, they didn't react to you. They seem to be staring straight ahead.
Okay.
In the rest of the room, there are small benches around the edges and another doorway on the right-hand side.
Anything on the small benches? Or like they're seating benches?
Some are seating, some are just tables to put things on. There are some old decaying fruits on one. Nothing of value or worth.
Can I try and open one of the empty doors?
Sure. You try the handle. It opens. And you push it wide. It is spring-loaded in some way, so you need to hold it open.
Does it
So it's sort
Like,
of
how
like
big is
they're
it?
trapped in there and they can't really get out.
how big is it? You said it was like because it's like
Each
floor to ceiling
Yep.
glass. How big are the doors?
It's like a 10-foot chamber that you can see behind the glass, and there's just a small doorway leading into it.
Okay, but like big enough for people to go in and out.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
assume that that's
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah, yeah.
It's like Fallout where they're like trapped in their pods.
I'm thinking more these are like experimental.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like
holding
experiments,
cells.
like stuck in
Yeah.
pods. Yeah.
So next to the door, there's a small red, like, panel. Thuridin, what are you doing to investigate this room?
I just want to see like how big it is and just sort of, I guess, look around, see if there's like shackles or something to hold people in, or if you know there's like a shower head where fluid will come down and maybe they're like stuck in like this fluid,
Okay.
like
You
awake.
will need to make an investigation check. It will be considerably harder without going into the room if you're just sort of like...
I'm gonna open up the door and like hold it there.
Yep.
But like I'm not walking all the way in just in case it shuts behind me.
Can I just use the thieves' tools to like disable the spring mechanism?
Sure. Yep.
That's a good idea.
Go for it.
It's a 9 plus like 9, I think, for my thieves' tools.
Okay. Yep.
So
Yeah,
18.
so enough to like wedge a pin through where it
whatever
would
it is.
close through. It effectively just halts it where it is. It doesn't open or close much with that pin in there, but
Cool.
it's enough
I'll
to
have
halt the
A
mechanism.
better look. Looking for like anything to like I guess bind people or I don't know, like any pipes coming in to freeze
Give a
them
clue
or
as
something
to
like
what-
that. Yeah.
Make that investigation check.
Cool.
Beautiful. As you step in, you're more taken aback. You freak out for a second. You see someone looking at you, but it's mirrored on the inside of the glass. So you're just like, whoa, oh,
Oh wait, that's me.
damn, I'm handsome. Can't look away. On a 4, it's a small, stain-proof looking room. Small grate in the bottom.
Alrighty. Can I go in and have a little investigate around as well as
Sure.
peek
Can
down
I-
the gate?
Lift the grade at all or is it
No, it's fixed.
That's a nat 20 again.
nice?
Oh.
So that's 22.
Okay. You, on the other hand, look at the ceiling and you see a small series of very, very fine pipes, sort of in a bundle
Like
of
a shower
fibers. No, small. Like maximum a couple centimeters across, but there is, a multitude. Think of it like fiber optic cable. You just see all these tiny little holes.
And are they all like slightly different looking
Yeah,
pipes?
like
Like a
slightly
cluster of
different
like
sizes.
maybe they all come like would output different stuff or come from different places.
And on a 22, you would sort of feel there's some form of airflow or something like that.
Like the tubes at the lead pipe of when we entered this place.
Correct.
Like the weird little tubes we saw, remember?
So this might be the airflow to the surface.
Yeah, do we just crawl in the ventilation into their secret?
Maybe.
Alright. Do we want to examine the bodies in rooms 5 and 6?
Can I
next?
have a
Yeah.
look, just like without going in, have a look at the 2 humanoids, like the living ones?
the glass.
Yeah.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Madness roll.
10, 14.
Okay. They appear not to be breathing, so undead of some sort.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my divine sense.
Definitely undead.
What about the 2 bodies on the floor?
What are they? Oh, sorry.
Do they give off any undead or are they just dead?
Oh, nothing off there.
Just corpses.
What are they? Like tiefling, human, red hair,
Rot.
short, tall.
They're not fresh. That's
Okay.
for sure. They've been here a while.
Old zombies. Are they just okay? So they haven't detected us in any way.
They can't see. Judging by what Thuridon's told you, the inside of
Yeah.
the glass must be Hyrian in some way because it is thick and one way.
It's expensive having a big bit of hearing glass.
If we kill a zombie and then speak with dead, like it knows all the stuff it knew in life, right?
Yeah, it doesn't know anything from after it died.
Yeah.
So in undeath, it wouldn't know anything.
Yeah, that's
So
happened.
unless they started experimenting on it once it was a corpse,
Which I mean, possible.
we still might get something out of it.
If I tap on the glass, is there any reaction?
It's very thick glass. It's sort of like
Bang, bang,
a
bang,
massive perspex block.
Yeah.
You could make noise like boom.
Yeah.
Or even on the door or whatever.
Rattle the
And
door
they-
a little bit or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just no stimuli for however long they've been here.
Yeah, do we want to investigate the bodies maybe now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just speak with that on.
Yeah,
If they've still got drink points.
if we have any spell slots.
Or
Yeah,
that too.
that's the only thing. I don't.
You can recover a spell slot with your
We can-
harness.
I didn't have it prepared because I was thinking
We
combat.
can take a
I mean, at
hit
worst,
for
we
this.
But yeah, we
just
can-
Oh,
take
do you have
skull.
to repair your... Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Well, yeah, maybe we'll give the bodies a little loop and open up into the cells that have the bodies.
Yeah.
Okay, go on the last two. Short. You notice that on each chamber there is a small red panel beside the door.
It's all red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else, or
Just
it's
like-
just red?
Just a
There's
small...
no
Is it-
buttons,
is it-
there's no writing.
Well, somewhat of a button in itself.
What was... I'm
Okay.
thinking this somehow relates to that notice board thing that said keep your passes charged.
I was thinking that you've got a pass. Like that what you have, I reckon that's a pass.
What do I have?
The turtle disc.
Oh,
No,
I
but
reckon
that
in the
notched
front
into the
door.
wall.
Sorry?
That
That's
notched
stuck
into
in the
wall.
front door, yeah.
But that's
Oh,
what
no,
I mean,
no.
like keep
You use that
Oh, I got
to
that.
open it. Yeah.
I've still got it.
Yep.
Oh,
I reckon that's what it
oh,
was, and like the that's kind of what the
Oh, the notice
that's
board.
why it had it in the column so that it could come back here, I guess, if they wanted to. And it's like, don't forget to charge your pass before you leave, otherwise you might not
The
be able to
gold.
get back, or you
Yeah.
might not be able to get back in,
Yeah.
like through the dirt.
Does
and
the turtle piece of copper do anything against these button panels in the wall?
Are you touching it to the
Yeah.
to the panels? Which one?
One of the ones with a dead body in it.
Okay. No, it doesn't do anything.
You want to try it on one of the zombies?
Might be a purge system.
Yeah.
Try one of the zombies.
Yeah, I'll try it on one
If
of
it
the
does
zombie
something
ones.
permanent,
You
we've
touch
always got
it
the
to
other
it, it flashes a soft green, and you see the zombie just standing there. Something rising off it. Very soft, very fine, like finer than smoke.
one. Like dust.
A very, very light mist just going to the ceiling. And
Or they're like harvesting.
Was
This
this
is they're
made-
distilling. This is what they're distilling.
Yeah, maybe.
Wait,
Does
is it going
do the-
up into the
Like
pipes?
zombie sweat?
Could this
Whoa.
Or like
possibly,
zombie essence?
could this
sort of,
possibly
like-
be what was strengthening the mound and making it all magically?
Or could this be? Is this there was
the
that the
mount.
most recent book we found was the book from the shop, and that is this how they distill the liquid to make potions that speak with undead, see the spirits.
Or
Maybe.
I was thinking with the gardening, maybe it's like
Maybe it's
either-
like fertilizing them up.
either they intentionally, like they originally made the mound and kind of just for somehow it ended up with Obologicus, or alternatively it might be more of like a like an accidental thing. It's kind of like runoff or like residual whatever this stuff is, like is fertilizing it.
Yeah.
That's what
You
I'm
know, like
thinking. It's it's the-
radioactive waste
Yeah.
downstream
Yeah.
to the misted mound is what's making it.
And because the mound was built around, I guess around that pipe, maybe the
Basically,
essence
the
from these
exhaust
zombies.
pipe,
Yeah.
kind of something like that. It's
made
it's a
these
theory.
wacky ass-
We don't know the
trees.
specifics, but like just in general outline, I think it's a decent theory.
It's like in The Simpsons where the nuclear waste goes
That's
to the river.
exactly
and
what I was
turns
thinking. The
the
three-eyed fish. That's exactly what I was thinking.
But instead we have like trees on steroids.
The stuff that's coming off the zombie, does it look in any way familiar? Any idea what it is? Does it look like a physical thing, like dust?
make
But, like,
make an
hyperfine?
intelligence check.
Does it seem like it's weakening the zombie as it rises?
18. Just flat intelligence, 18.
Piecing together some of the titles of the books in the library.
I know deady stuff.
You know deady stuff.
Yes.
All right,
thank you,
Muttley.
That's what it said on the PhD.
Kincaid, he know deady
Doctor
stuff.
of deady
Steady
stuff.
stuff. Signed, Doctor of Schooly Stuff.
TG. You
Big
would
teachy man, doctor man.
you would know that necromantic magics use, in essence, life. It gives life to something that doesn't have life. Putting, some of your past knowledge, some of what you've seen together, you would guess that this is potentially the essence of something living that you're seeing be drawn out.
So like they put extra life into the corpse that made it undeath and now it's taking it back kind of thing?
Yeah.
So necromancers are really just like life anarchists.
They're exceptional healers.
but like
Just a bit like
communists,
Yeah, just
but
kinda
instead of
like-
money, it's like soul.
Yeah.
Like soul communists.
Yes, sure.
Is what necromancers are.
You could look at it through that lens.
Damn,
The
soul
redistribution of souls.
Yeah, well,
We'll seize the means of
this
living.
is part of the argument that the town would have had over the years of whether or not it should be, outlawed and shunned, or whether it should be investigated, because some people believe that it's genuinely just putting life back into something.
And I mean, isn't that just what healing is?
That's the argument.
Now, did
What
the
are you
zombies
thinking?
seem to weaken?
Oh, stuff generally. Ricky, when you removed the copper plate from inside the golem, you got a bit of a look at some glowing crystal-y shit. Did it look like songstone?
Did it?
Yeah.
Didn't we say that stuff in the wall was songs?
Which explains the gem cutting for beginners kind of thing. So
Yeah,
And
that's
there was,
how they
and there was
made
a
their
book on like
automations.
an elven book on how to use
Yeah.
songstone.
and a book on automations. So yeah.
So
What else am I
maybe
looking
some
at?
kind of like, because the corpses at your home grow crystals, so some kind of knowledge of that mixed with the whole siphon off life essence and grow crystals out of that, then cut that, and that makes songstone, which is used as
Magic
effectively a
batteries.
power source
Yeah.
to create the new necromancy, which is robots.
Yeah, necromancy 2. Yeah, robotics is just necromancy 2.0.
Yep,
Yeah.
kind of.
Wait, okay. Does someone want to go back into the chem lab room and like try and trace like where this dripping coming from,
yeah.
like a pipe in the ceiling, and maybe I'll
Does
like
it look
I'll like
like
pulse the thing up against the panel to
And see if we can see.
it increases or
you can do that?
Give me a try.
How long did you hold the thing?
I mean probably just like, oh, something's happening.
Yeah,
Hang on, stop,
So,
wait. Guys,
a
come back
couple
and
of
look at
seconds to
this.
see it
Yeah.
begin to.
And then I'll like put it back
Whisper.
and see if it starts up again, and
Okay.
and then yeah, I'll send someone to the chem lab room.
It, if not being very lively, you do see it begin to slump and sag. So yes, it is in essence
draining it.
it.
These pipes going.
Okay.
Yeah, is
I
that
reckon
why
the pipes
is
are
that why
the-
the trees grow so well?
It's because
Either
technically they're getting
intentionally or
this
it's like a
life
side
force that's
effect,
being
yeah.
drained out of them and then out of the exhaust into where the misted mound is.
And I don't know, it's possible that like the Pliffies like originally started the Misted Mound, and they either like maybe there's some deal back in my family's history that we don't know about where we became caretakers of it for them, or like bought it off them, or
it could
whatever,
just be-
or it could just be a coincidence that they forgot about it and let us have it, or it could the whole thing, like if it's not intentional for them to grow this, it could literally just be factory runoff. That's
Because keep in mind, the farm is on the other side of the river, well out of town.
Yeah,
so this could be
that's
just like
true. This
they
is
left
way
left an
over.
exhaust pipe just out here, thinking it's
Get it
hidden
way,
in a
way
tree,
away.
it's
And
way
then
away from
an
Fournemouth, no
awesome
one's gonna
forest
find
popped
it.
up around it, and you guys claimed it.
Yeah,
We didn't bring any of that crystal from the...
God's Walk.
Did we?
Don't think so.
Because I'm just trying to piece together the process, and I'm wondering if we go take one of those bottles that's slowly distilling and we drop a couple drops of that onto some of them dead crystals, what happens?
do you still have ascending? Maybe we can get
That-
Roland to
trying
go.
Trying to contact D was my last sending.
So I think maybe we can get Roland to go up to
And
the
other
pipe
thing
and
that I
see
was
if he can
wondering,
see like the essence coming out and
what are they
fertilizing it.
called? The bloodstone or whatever is the crystals that.
Yeah.
Do you think that, like
bloodstones.
this is or something like this is like where it comes?
How
Like
they're
this is
creating
how they're
bloodstones.
making them, or
could be
They're
that.
using the
like-
essence of
could
living
be-
things to create the
It could be
bloodstone.
more that whatever grows in the bottom of God's Walk is like the base element kind of thing, and then siphon off enough
Underdark.
life and stuff, and maybe you can make some songstone, siphon off enough dipshit energy, and maybe you can make the red ones. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Let me cut in. Having a background in mining and, precious gems and crystals and that sort of stuff, and having grown up somewhat in God's Walk,
Yeah.
the crystals that they use at God's Walk Keep are inert. There's no magical property to them. That's just where they're grown.
Yeah.
They have been thoroughly tested from your walk, your order of people. They don't hold any magical properties. Nothing's been found on that front.
Yeah. Well, that's okay.
From your side, you know that Songstone is not a
right.
widely spread thing. You know, it is, you know,
Concentrated to the Elvish.
strictly controlled by the Elvish mind and created in a way by the elves.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That like you know,
It is
songs.
created.
This is like art. Like they, you know, someone figured out that if you take the
old reverse
of
engineering.
the, you know, inert, boring Godswalk stone, add whatever this is, you get artificial soulstone kind of thing. Like that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like I know by itself, it's nothing, but then plus whatever they're doing here.
It's like a faux songstone or something.
Yeah, like artificial.
And that could be a like danger to the Alos, and you know.
And maybe that's why they're like, that they want us to. Also, it could be why it's kind of popping up just here and there, like they're either starting to sell it or it's like a very small release as like a test batch or something like that.
Yeah, I suppose. Where did Austrian get such a large chunk for like all that armor for the
The marble revenges.
yeah, the Marble Revenges?
TM.
You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
no relation.
is that stuff fake, so, like
No,
it's
yeah, artificial.
artificial songstone?
Alright, well, there's one last door leading
Yeah.
out of this room to check. So, scope that, and then, failing that, we come back with ransack absolutely everything
think-
of potential interest.
Yeah.
And research value, and then we try and... Well, we've still got that other floor
One
we explore as well.
extending.
There was another floor?
So I'm
Fork.
just wondering
Oh,
if
fork. Sorry.
maybe
Oh, like
if we
outside.
could get rollers
Like,
above
after we
there.
took the first...
And then we
After leaving the
get
big
the old
golem
suck
chamber, there was
inside.
like a left
Yeah.
and right.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we
a
went
lot
left,
for a
and that's
while.
left
Yeah,
Yeah,
wilderness.
because we both
Pipes
said
are
left.
pretty
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
yeah, whatever was right.
Yep. No, for sure.
Alrighty, so...
Check out the next room
One more
off
room.
of the
Oh,
room to the
next
right of
doorway, I
the
guess.
observation
Last
room.
door.
So how big were the grates underneath?
Checking for traps.
Oh,
at
fairly
a
small.
15.
Just drainage for, you know, it's all sort of sloped to
Fluids.
it. Fluids. If you've got undead creatures, they produce goo.
If we ducked back
And that's
into
where
the
the shit pit comes from.
if we duck back into the chemical room, do any of the pipes, either like as part of the gizmos and gadgets, they're all like coming out of the ceiling or anything, look like the pipes in those tanks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Some do.
Yeah, okay, so the
Yeah.
thing is going up into these vents and being distilled into a potion. Anyone game enough? To
And they're
try
like,
one
and they're
potion?
right next to each other. I've
It
been
was
drawing a
considered.
little map, and it's like chemical lab, observation room.
I reckon we should take one of the vials and just like
Test it.
test it later.
But I mean, zombies are already here. I can make more zombies.
We could try and distill it ourselves.
If anything,
All your base up belong to us.
yeah, just take over the facility.
This is the
yeah, we
Needlebark
totally
Goods
could.
and Services R&D department now.
A very
Yeah,
secret
look, we
R&D
definitely
department.
could. As long, yeah, if the only entrance is past that golem and the golem remains friendly to us, if we hold this pass,
It would
which
be
we
some.
somehow have to keep charged.
Which is the only... But, I mean, I suppose we just go with the... Well, if the charge, I don't know, doesn't ever run out if it's not used, then it doesn't make so much sense. But if it's kind of like regular battery, where if you leave it out over time, it'll go flat, then the only place you could leave it for any serious amount of time would be in the charger, which is in the golem's
The golem,
chest.
Yeah. Which
Yeah,
means
we
have to
kind of-
defeat him again to.
We took
Maybe
the golem's.
he's our friend
We
now.
kind of took the golem's swipe card, and we just have to hope that he's not mad about it.
Yeah.
Or
I
the
feel
recharges
like-
by putting it back in his chest.
I feel like the
Just
card
go back
actually
and, like-
protects us from the golem. It's sort of like, you know, you have this, the lasers in the ceiling don't zap you. sort of
Yeah.
thing.
This is your lanyard.
Okay.
This
last
is your
room.
pass to not get murdered by the robots.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean...
Heading down to
worst.
the last room.
But yeah, last room.
That's why they call themselves the geologists, because it's this crazy stone shit.
Maybe. I mean, but
Sorry,
also
I just
maybe that
had
was just a
brain
lie.
But the geologists
Guys.
were the bad guys looking for this place.
Get the string!
Oh boy. because they were looking for the string that the not the string, the stone.
They were looking for these rocks.
Kincaid looks exact. You know that gif of like Elon Musk taking that big like blunt
Yeah.
hit. That, oh my god, that's why they're called the geologists.
Does Kincaid smoke cigars by like sticking it on his nail? And
on his little claw, like on his pinky claw.
What a pain in the ass. On your thumb, maybe.
No.
No, he sticks it in his.
So then I look like I'm doing the doctor, like I'm doing the.
Smokes through the horn.
So, who is opening the final door?
Guilty, and I did check for traps at 15.
Okay. You don't see anything. As you touch the handle, the only thing that you notice is you feel a faint rhythmic vibration through the handle. Just like very, very subtle. It's only when you sit there for a second you're like...
Is it like Jumanji when they hear the board game under the ground?
No idea. Well, yeah, I don't know. Well, I
Or is
say, I
it
don't
more
know,
like
it's
the
vibrating.
Jurassic Park, like the T-Rex? Like,
More,
We are
more
underground.
is the vodka?
Oh, wait, I'll just say, just back up for a little bit. Let's just stand, like, not directly in front of the doorway, and then
Then
I'll just
mage
mage hand the
hand,
door
We're
open.
all clustered at the door.
What is it? Mage hand, the
We'll
door
go like
opens,
round the... Or just have our
Either
heads around the corner.
Pulls out or pushes in, but yeah, whatever.
pushes in.
We're just
And-
standing side on.
You can hear or feel it through the air. Just this very, very subtle, but you're aware of it.
Does it feel like
Having
a
been
trickle?
in like underground mining tunnels a lot before, does it feel like a creature from the Underdark tunneling towards us sort of vibes?
Make an intelligence check.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, like I'm like, is a bullet about to
I
pop
don't
out?
like that it wasn't just no.
18.
Mm.
Straight intelligence.
On an 18, no, nothing like that.
Okay, cool.
Bastards.
Not at all. You wanted to know. Did we want to take a short break? Whiz break, drink
Oh,
break.
yeah.
There you go.
It is 8:15, so stop for a second.
Another 8 hours?
Another
Yeah.
8.
It has been weasels.
When are we getting Channing Tatum back?
We'll have to find out.
Find out he's branch manager of Cliffy Necromancy.
Oh god. We have to kill him.
You mean recruit him?
Yeah.
We have to hire/kill him. That'll be part of his onboarding. He has
Well,
to
yeah,
prove how good he is.
Once he's an employee, his death is not murder but negligence, and that's a lot easier to get away with.
Classic. All right, boys, how are we feeling? Curious?
Like these vibrations are about to hit me in the face.
Are they good vibrations?
Guess
They
you'll find
need
out.
level up vibrations.
Ooh.
They're definitely not level up vibrations.
I'm feeling very level right now.
So, you swing the
Many things.
swing the door
52 little vibrations.
in sound form.
A card pops up in front of each of us.
Yeah, you don't even get to choose. It's just, you read a card.
You drew death.
Oh, now I'm addicted to
You drew-
heroin.
You drew the one that
Void.
just pops you in a prison somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like a go to jail card in Monopoly.
Yeah,
Yep,
you're
but
encased
there's-
in a metal sphere a mile below the earth.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
Well,
immune to. Yeah.
Not necessarily
Everything
the
and
earth,
can't be
just
scryed on.
anywhere.
so good luck.
Let's have fun in your cube.
Hair to meat.
My butthole.
Other Bryn braid.
The brim braid.
I love colour bryn braid. So, there is a soft blue glow coming through the open doorway. Again, you can feel the.
Alright, I need to stick my head around the corner.
You're looking in. It's something that you've probably you would never have seen something of this kind or construction before. There is against the far wall that you're looking straight at. Oh, first, sorry, before you go through the door, on the outside of the door, there is a small glass case with what looks like, at first glance, like a large twig or something, but
Break for emergency.
break for emergency. As you sort of walk past that, looking against the back wall, there is a beautifully ornate, like metal, almost like a pedestal. Like this thing has been custom wrought to hold what is probably the largest piece of songstone that you've ever seen. The vibration emanates from this blue crystalline structure, and you can sort of connect that this may be what is powering anything in this place.
Yeah. Wait, is Songstone blue?
Doesn't matter, any color.
Oh, okay.
When you
Right, but
say
it's- the pulsing's coming from the Songstone, not the pedestal.
Correct.
when you say the biggest bit we've ever seen, how big?
Probably like yay. You don't often get it very big.
Oh, okay. So like a football.
Yeah, maybe.
So very carryable to a market where we can sell it for an exorbitant
It
sum.
might be super dense.
So
Provided those golems don't go hostile.
have a chat with your fella that knows a lot about what this is, or at least knows more than most would.
I know a little bit.
These, when they're raw, they don't really do anything. The elves discovered a fiercely guarded secret on how to bend them to do what they need them to do. They are called songsmiths, and the elves are renowned songsmiths in that they have taught their art to nobody else.
Which means an elf would have been down here.
You could make that
Or,
assumption.
or the plebbies have worked out how to do it themselves as well.
And he was researching stuff from all different cultures.
He had books
All
on
over
at
the
least
world.
one. Is so is it kind of like when it's like raw mined, like first pulled out, it's like inert or whatever, and only the elves know how to kind of like activate it, I guess.
It's just kind of like injecting uranium.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like it's nothing
Plutonium.
by itself, but once you know how to blah 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 whatever
Once you know
atomic
how to
thing-
do it.
Radioactive
Yeah.
electrons and
yeah.
So that could be why all the
You've got to
crystal
do well.
underneath. What the crystal? What's it called? The crystal archives has not been able to be activated / found magic because I just don't know how to activate it like the elves do.
And not even like just the elves. Like if one of us was an elf, we would just know. It's like the royal
Specific
family
skull, yeah.
sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like
they're the ones who happen to figure out. Like it's not an
that's
innate
why. That's why they're the
thing.
royals, because they can
Song-
manipulate it. Right.
song-
That's how they built
Songsmith?
Ashara so
Songsmith,
quickly
yeah.
and stuff like that.
There
So-
was a book in the librarium on
Yeah.
Songstone properties,
Yeah.
which
Elvish books on Songstone.
if you wanted to research more on that, you can.
Probably worth it.
The rest of the room.
Yeah.
So you've got this strange wrought, almost like a tree bearing its fruit. But it is like the metal almost looks grown around it and into it.
So it's like encased, kind of.
Oh yeah, like tubes and pipes and that sort of stuff feeding into it.
Do any of those tubes and pipes look similar to the ones coming in, like into or out of the like the chambers that had the zombies in them?
Not specifically, but
Okay.
you don't know what's inside the metal itself.
Yeah, I was more wondering, like, if we could see, obviously, that siphony stuff had been, like, being pumped back into the soul zone.
Songstone,
What did I say?
soul.
Sorry.
That's fine.
Yeah, but no, not that we can see.
Not from across
Not
the
just
room.
real
just
obvious.
all,
Yeah. Cool.
Beside this is an empty lectern. Can I get a perception check? Actually, Varys, you were looking around the corner first.
Nine.
Okay, big shiny. Takes your attention. You're just like, whoa,
Well, that's a big chunk of soulstone.
Indeed it is.
something.
Sorry.
Throw it.
By comparison, how big was the chunk of soulstone that we
Some.
transported?
Right. I'm not offended. Just keep going.
It's the Relazarius
Yeah.
family all over again.
It's written in here as
It's in there now.
that's fine.
The songstone
Yep.
that we took to Ashara for the
Princess.
Kavaya.
thank you. It's like comparatively to this songstone.
Wasn't that a
Tennis
chest?
ball or-
Wasn't that a chest of a bunch of songs?
I
As
couldn't-
opposed
I-
to just one giant
I
rock,
couldn't
though?
remember.
It was more like a tennis ball
It was
size,
just one inside there.
Yeah. which extraordinarily valuable.
Yeah.
To date, that was the biggest piece you'd seen. This blows
Now
it
we're
out of the
looking at
water.
one the size of a head.
So
And yeah,
looking
like,
at the
little
size of
piece
it,
that I had from the scepter was like a pearl size.
Was it Songstone?
you don't know.
We don't know. Oh,
We didn't
but
know what it
Oxbury,
was.
Yeah, we thought it might have been Songstone, but then it turned out
It
part
was
of the
big
royal.
piece,
part of
but,
the- Alabaxia.
I'll save you time. Alisterica.
Yeah.
It was on the right track.
You were. I'll just save you
Alabaxia.
flipping.
Yeah.
I believe that you had the note there.
Yeah, cool.
So, from your understanding and your discussion, this is an extraordinarily expensive setup. This, like, they have poured an absolute fortune into this.
And just like an empty lectern.
An empty lectern beside it. There is probably a 6-foot shape under a drape, leaning
Don't
against
like that.
the right wall, and on the left there's a single chair.
When you say shape on a drape, is it like a freestanding thing and there's like a draped around it?
Yep.
Or is it
Like a golem.
Don't like
So it's not
that.
like behind a curtain, it's just like something covered.
Something's draped over.
Yeah. Like you
They've put a
an
cloth
old
over their second
car
goal.
over it, yeah.
So a lectern with a single chair.
Yes. The chair is facing whatever is draped.
Could be an altar. Maybe like
Yeah,
the
or like just a
Songstone
statue
Pope
or-
talks or
How
something.
heavy does the cloth look?
Varys, in the lead, what are you suggesting? Are you going into
I
the
was
room?
gonna
Are you?
just- Yeah, go into the room.
Yeah, sure. So you just sort of like peeked around and you sort of relayed to them what you saw.
How
Going
tall
into
is
the
it? Is like same height as the rest of the room.
It's probably similar to this space.
So there couldn't be a 3-meter golem in there.
No, it's about 6 foot, whatever
Okay.
it is.
So I mean,
So
even
it's
if it is a
6-foot
golem,
golem.
I mean, that
Maybe
can't
a
be
bit more
worse,
manageable.
right?
It's like
exactly Iron Man.
It's like stage 4 Freezer, like the final form is the
yeah.
smallest and most childlike.
yeah,
Is it Freezer?
yeah,
Like the last one's Kid?
yeah, perfect freezer. It gets quite small.
Or Kid
Comparatively.
Boo.
Or Kid Boo, yeah, he does that too. Well, yeah, I'd like to pull the drape off the thing.
Wait, before he does it, does it look like it's been disturbed recently, or is it like thickly coated in dust or something?
Well, you head into the room and you do that. In the interim, do an investigation check.
Okay, we'll have flamethrowers rigged to the door.
19.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Looking around the room, yes, does look like it has been disturbed. On the very, very nice stone floor, you notice that there is a reddish-brown pool, what you would assume to be blood at some point.
Hemorrhoids.
Big old hemorrhoids. You spot that on the ground.
Where is it in location to like the altar and whatever? Is it-
It's sort of equidistant between whatever this shrouded thing is
The baby golem.
and the altar. Yeah. I mean, altar, lectern. You said
so
altar.
it's like pretty much lectern, pool of blood and shit, and the
Yeah.
thing
So
underneath the drape.
whatever is under the drape against the right hand wall,
Yeah.
lectern is against the back wall.
Yeah.
It's about in between at a right angle.
Okay.
So they make a
room.
triangle.
But does it look like the drape's been also moved recently? I don't know.
Golem against wall.
Okay.
Lectern against back wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nailing it.
And where's the songstone?
Right in the middle. Oh, songstone, sorry. Against the back wall as well.
Oh, like next to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's next to the thing that's draped.
Nope. Next to the
So
lectern.
Next to okay.
and the blood
So
is
that's-
kind of in the middle of the room,
Yes.
making a triangle out of the lectern and the drape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nailed it. As you're sort of like, ooh, that looks like blood. Varys. This billowing, very, very nice material. Looks like a mirror.
We could sell this.
Oh, a
Like
mirror.
a large 6-foot mirror.
Okay.
I really thought it was going to be another golem.
Me too.
Is it like...
Is there anything special around the edges of the mirror, or
Does the mirror reflect what's actually?
It's a very fine frame.
like runic carving, magic looking shit?
So you're looking up close. There might be. like looking real close. You get your spectaculars out. Make an investigation check or Arcana.
Investigation. It's a 2. No, my eyes stopped working. 16 player 8.
Okay. Yeah, this is magical in some way.
Okay. Any inclination on which school or?
What are the schools again? I should really know.
The only ones I'm familiar with are like illusion and
Enchantment.
enchantment. So if it's either one of those, maybe I'd recognise that.
There's necromancy.
No,
evocation,
probably not.
Abjuration,
Divination.
transmutation,
conjuration.
Maybe divination or abjuration.
Alrighty. Well, beats the shit out of me. I don't know what it does, but it's maybe magic.
Does it seem like it's reflecting naturally? Like the picture that we're seeing in the mirror is
Varus.
what's actually like happening, or is it?
You go and stand in front of it, and you just sort of like, gee, I am bruised. It's just like,
Okay, but it's not a portal looking into Dee's living room.
For a split second, you swear you see someone standing behind you.
Like above me here?
You just like see a face just over your shoulder, and you just like,
Oh, it's that scene from
the end of
in City, the red and black.
Yeah,
Man,
the heart rate does go up a little.
Conjuring.
Does
No.
it give me
Yeah.
the same feeling like I had when I was looking through
Yeah,
the mask
Conjuring.
in Glendalfa? Like just that feeling of like where it was sitting, is that where I felt them when I had the...
No, you don't get the same like prickling up the back of your neck feeling. Is anyone else looking?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want
absolutely.
to look at the mirror from the chair. Like I'm gonna go sit in the chair and look towards the mirror.
Okay, your view would be somewhat blocked by
Yeah.
these two in front of
When
it,
they
but
get
you
out
sort
the
of
way
like,
eventually.
Oh, it's like the mirror Vera said. You got to sit in the right spot, and then you see yourself getting lots of socks.
yes, I'm with you, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Yes, as you're sort of looking at it, you all have a similar phenomenon. Just very, very sudden. You just sort of notice that there's a face looking at you. Not a fully fleshed out face. Not a human face. You just see the visage of a face, just sort of peering at your eyes, looking at you.
Okay,
Over
do I
our
get
shoulder.
any impression on this face? Like, it seems demonically psychotic, it seems cool, it seems uninterested.
It seems
Does it look like a turtle?
curious.
Any distinctive features?
Yeah, does it have, like, the slits of the turtles, or the
A sick
regular
beard,
human iris, or...
I would say,
glorious mutton chops.
can I get you all to just roll a d20?
9.
11.
18.
Okay. Kincaid. You see sort of a nondescript face at first, just the features of a face. Just eyes, nose sort of looking at you. It sort of swims for a second, and the image sort of materializes in a way into a face that you're very familiar with. It's the face of your mother. Kanara, looking back at you through this mirror. She's sort of the surrounding around you just sort of like melts away, and you're looking at your mother.
Maybe it is Harry Potter. You're seeing what you want to see.
Yeah, like your heart's desire kind of thing.
And you hear a very faint voice. Kate.
Mother?
Kate.
Where are you?
And she's sort of like, you can see her looking around for you.
I'm looking through this weird mirror in the Plippy place.
Are you?
Yes.
I see you.
Do we hear any of the other half of the conversation? Or is
Yeah.
we just hearing him sounding back and forth?
No, you hear this.
So we
Oh,
hear
okay.
Kanara talking to him. Okay.
Can you guys see that? That's my mother.
I'm not sure if it is.
No, it's
don't trust
definitely
this
her.
goddamn thing.
I recognize her anywhere.
Ask her something that only she would know the answer to.
I think she said, "Where are you?" I can't see you.
Yeah, she was like looking around. Is that right?
Yep.
Like I said.
Does it feel like from us listening that she knows he's sort of there but can't pinpoint it,
Yes.
as opposed to her being like lost and wandering? She actually senses it.
Where are you? Are you trapped in this thing somehow?
Hi. Like the voice is spectral and, coming through highs, lows. I'm not sure where I am. It's.
What do you see?
I hear you. Where are you? I'm looking for you. Looking.
Kincaid, ask her something only she would know the answer to.
Mother, do you remember what my favorite ingredient in the pierogies was? This is very important.
Why would you ask that?
Well,
What?
just go with
Pierogies. That would be Copland.
Was that the secret ingredient in her? That was her.
Sure.
That was what she always.
She
The
spiced
special
a little
twist.
everything.
That, yeah. No, that's only
The
my
spirit
mother
blend.
puts. Only my mother puts
Copland
Copland
is the
leaves
spirit
in the pierogies.
Maybe Troy ask her what she last remembers before she went into.
What?
You can see her sort of reaching, like trying to fix on where you are.
Can I reach out and touch the mirror, like match her hand, kind of?
Sure. And she grabs your hand and pulls through. I'm going to need you all to roll initiative.
Kincaid.
Doctor brother.
Well, she said Copland leaves. I had no reason to doubt her after that.
Seems legitimate. It's not a deal.
I was gonna say maybe we can prestidigitation the little pool and see if there's anything inside of it.
Oh, the blood.
The little blood pool, yeah.
I thought it was like dried blood.
Yeah, that
Was it
just a
dried blood or
stain.
was it like dried blood on the ground or was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, for some reason I was thinking like a little bowl with like blood in it or something. Right.
25 to 20. Oh. Nope, 20 to 15.
16.
Ricky. Nice. 15 to 10.
Come on, boys.
10 to 5.
6.
9. You'll go first.
That's Dex. Nice. Sorry, you got 9, Kincaid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Thor
you'll
up.
have higher deck.
Sucks. It ain't me strong suit. That's for shizzle.
Excellent. So, taking a surprise round, whatever it is that was at least wearing the face of your mother.
That's what I was saying.
The
asking
mirror
questions on the
creature.
mum, no,
Well,
but
and she said Copland leaves, and I was like,
it
well,
answered
I got
correctly.
no further. I'm convinced.
Yeah, you sort of reach out your hand to the glass and you feel it all of a sudden, and it's real icy cold, and they just lock around your hand and use that weight to pull themselves through.
Oh, they're
Oh,
not
so
pulling
they-
me into the mirror.
Ooh,
Oh.
It's pulling itself out of the mirror.
yes.
So Kincaid's like a rope.
Somewhat, yep.
Rope cade.
Well, that's much better than pulling me into the mirror.
Probably.
I don't want to get trapped in the mirror dimension.
Yeah, but I don't want mirror dimension creatures coming out into
Yeah, but-
our dimension.
We can kill them here.
What is your charisma stat?
Not modifier.
No.
8.
Oh no, Kincaid's gonna try to
Famous,
kill us again.
famously charming and strong-willed. Never gives in to temptation.
You see this spectral form coalesce into the room and disappear inside Kincaid.
Uh-oh.
Spaghettios.
So, that is its surprise round. Ricky,
Shit, I have no spell slots.
Nope.
Ricky,
I
you
can't
are up.
evict it from your body.
None of us do.
I've got plenty.
Oh yeah, you're up the back.
Do you know what would be great right now? A cleric.
You did
Yeah,
roll
me.
the highest number.
Hey guys, you know how we're in this enclosed room? You know that Spirit Guardian spell?
Ricky,
Okay.
what are you doing?
Targeting Kincaid.
You just see Kincaid
Yeah,
go.
bards have that awful counter charm ability.
Well, that only is against frightened.
Oh,
Not-
it's
Not
so
like possession.
terrible.
Yeah.
Is it even a
Oh.
feature?
Sorry, I did miss something. As it corporealizes in its turn, each creature that can see it make a wisdom saving throw.
So
Is that
can
all
we
of
all
us?
see
How
it?
close
That's all
to
of us.
Druid are we?
You'd all be within.
Yeah, you'd all be within range.
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw.
So
15.
What do we get? A plus.
Plus 4.
Total.
21.
15.
13.
Dirty 20.
Okay. 13 is a fail,
Yikes.
and you are frightened.
Isn't that until the thing that he's frightened of is no longer able to be seen?
Or a minute.
While the source of its fear is within line of sight.
Yeah, so when it then vanishes inside Kincaid, it immediately vanishes from sight and he's no longer frightened?
I think that would be a pointless ability on one of these creatures.
Sounds fucking terrible, yeah. The way that all of those conditions work together, yeah, sounds
Yeah.
really poorly designed.
I would say you're aware of it
Inside
still
Kincaid,
inside
yeah.
Kincaid. You're aware of its presence at least. And you're
You're right there, Kincaid.
unable to answer. Your body is no
Oh,
longer your
great.
own.
And, yeah. And that means
Why are they always
I would
possessing
suspend
Kincaid,
you.
man?
So you're just sort of like, you're right there, Kincaid.
You're right there,
And he
buddy.
just stands there looking at the mirror, hand outstretched. Ricky, the face that you saw come out, a long dead cousin. You just saw the beard, you saw someone from your past come out and climb and wear him like a suit. And it is enough to unsettle you. So you have the frightened condition of Kincaid, effectively.
Yeah. How
So-
close am I to Kincaid?
It's like you said, it's a relatively
You're in the
small-
chair?
We're probably like
Oh,
15
yeah.
foot away.
Okay, so yeah, I can't willingly move closer to you.
So you would have to hug the wall and be like, "Shh."
So did we all see someone different, like, come out of that?
When we get to each turn,
Okay.
yes.
Well, yeah, there's not really much I can do if I can't get closer. The spell I was gonna use would now be at disadvantage because I'm frightened.
So he's
Get
what?
outside?
He's
shut the door?
15 feet directly in front of you. You can run right
Yeah,
and
I
out the
could.
door.
Yeah, if you run out the door and shut the door.
Well, I don't want to run away though.
But then that break line of sight give you a turn to beat off the frightened.
Well, I
beat him
will.
off.
Whatever works.
Get out of him!
Well,
Get out of
Hey,
him!
look,
Beat
you
the
can
devil
use
out of
the
him.
head of someone and beat him off at the same time.
It was ghosts.
Okay, but yeah, it depends if like
That's some-
if the if you repeat the saving throw or whatever.
Yeah,
But
I just ideas.
I'm just gonna play my counter charm.
Cool.
So,
What is this?
As an action, you perform until the end of your next turn. During that time, you and any friendly creatures within 30 feet that can hear you gain advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Cool.
So I
Nice.
just start playing that from the chair.
Panicked. With frightened, you just can't move closer. You don't
Yeah.
have to run. Feared
That's
is you have to
turned.
run.
Yeah,
No, it's
that's
turned,
turned.
yeah.
Turn.
Or
And it's not even like a condition.
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
just
like a
a dead thing.
some,
Okay.
some specific effect.
But yeah, it's just you
Cool.
can't move closer, and while they're in line of sight, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay. So from the chair,
I'm
do you,
just-
do you pull out the skull pipes?
No, I
Aw.
pull out the loot, and I'm hastily playing.
Yep. Plucking it just like
Think of that baby with
Yeah.
the big titties. The one with the big titties.
you can do it.
Playing the
I'm a
famous
lizard
song
shedding
"Made
its
with
skin."
Big Titties."
I'm playing the opening theme to the production of Lusty Lizards.
Okay. Kincaid. If that is the end of your turn.
Yeah.
No.
No, he should.
Oh,
He should
right.
be ahead
Oh,
because we.
and-
Well, it's no,
Unless
it's gonna be
it's
using
the thing.
its initiative, not yours. That's what I thought was happening. Yeah, yeah.
Kincaid's the enemy.
Kincaid. Go about your business about destroying these enemies.
Okay, Mom.
Well, yeah. Who's closest?
Thoradin was right behind you. Varus was
Looking at the mirror.
looking at the frame of the mirror.
Well, hey, all my third and fourth level spells are gone. So
That's good.
You're
That's good.
welcome.
That's good.
Actually,
I
no.
can only scratch. Would it know how to use his spells?
No, you can't. It can't use your spells.
Oh, thank God.
It commands you to do damage,
To
but
attack.
it doesn't have knowledge of your spells.
Oh, awesome.
So I just attack. I just take the attack action.
Oh,
Yes.
so you're just going to scratch us up a little bit.
So as much damage as you can possibly do without your magics.
Okay, I'll bonk you with the staff then.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Oh!
Who's closest?
I'd roll off.
Varys is like
One,
right next to you.
1 to 10.
Burden's next to you.
11 to 20.
18.
The Redonga.
So Kincaid just turns and he's got this glassy, bright blue like light shining out of his eyes. And he just turns.
Does a 10 hit you?
Nope.
You're just like,
Oh, no,
the
wait.
hell?
13.
Nope.
Kincaid's just.
Maybe.
Now it would be Varys.
Yeah, I'm just going to take the Frostfang dagger and booming blade and stab the mirror.
Oh.
Okay. Go for it.
Do I roll an attack on an inanimate object?
Yep. This is a magical object.
It is a 17 plus, like, 7. 24?
So you'll hit it.
Cool. So, dagger is 3 plus 4, 7 physical, 3 cold, so 10 total.
Magical, physical.
Yeah, it does. Does sneak attack apply to a mirror? Because I've got Thuridin that's right next to Kincaid, which is within 5 feet of the mirror, so technically it would apply if we're treating the mirror
The mirror
like a...
couldn't see it coming.
Let's just put it this way. It is a magical item.
There are certain ways to destroy him.
So
Yeah, like smash it.
your blade would plunge into like a almost liquid substance.
Okay.
However,
Cool.
cold damage sort of freezes it over at least,
Alright.
and you pull your blade out.
And did the thunder damage do anything?
Didn't seem to,
Okay.
but there's no more, like, it's opaque at this point.
Alright.
Did it do anything to me?
Nothing that you can tell.
And I guess...
When you say opaque, are you saying like the mirror aspect just faded from you?
Yeah, so it's not, it
You just
doesn't
have a
reflect.
white
Like
sort of
cloudy
blank,
glass.
Cloudy,
sort of.
yeah.
And would it be a bonus action to try and cram something in someone's mouth? Or is that a full action, you reckon?
Depends. You could put something in someone's mouth, but it doesn't mean it's going to stay there. So I'd allow it as a bonus to just put something in his mouth, but his mouth would be...
Okay. So, like, could I, say, holding a bottle, flick the cork out, and then jam that into his mouth?
What is it with potions?
Action to feed it to someone.
Oh, well, there you go.
Bonus,
Action, okay.
bonus action to drink it
It's alright,
yourself.
I didn't know what you
Is
were
that
putting
right?
in his mouth.
Yeah, potion. But yeah, then no.
He's giving him Brogan.
Pretty much.
Drink this!
Pretty
Forbidden smelling salts.
much. But
Cool.
yeah, and well, I'll say I think cold damage hurts the mirror. What I know. And that's my turn.
Okay, cool. Then in that case, it is Kincaid's turn. Pass. Thuridin.
Oh,
No saving throw. Boo.
Yeah, don't I get a saving
Oh,
throw?
Sure. Like on the end of your turn, you get a whiz save, or is it when
Yeah,
you take
yeah.
damage? Because it's typically how it is.
No,
Well,
you
I don't
don't.
know how it is with
Oh,
dominate.
what? Boo.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like is dominate
It
person like the
probably-
one where you don't get a...
Depend.
Oh,
It depends.
no, it's not. I don't think it's like it's going to be like a specific
Yeah, creature
spectral,
effects, yeah.
possession sort of thing.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it's called.
Yeah,
Spectral.
ghosty possession.
Thura.
so I'll try stab Teach and like. I'm guessing all these cracks are webbing from the one point
What cracks?
in the glass.
Oh, it doesn't crack the glass.
I didn't
It was
actually
like a frost sort of.
Okay.
Sorry, yes, I didn't make that clear.
Yeah, I thought it like cracked and then went.
Yeah, that's
opaque.
what I was
Yeah.
imagining as well.
The glass
In that
doesn't appear to
case,
be physical at this
I'll
point.
just like swing on the side to like break through the frame.
Okay. Again, magic items extremely hard to destroy.
Yeah. But better that than decapitating Kincaid.
Generally.
Is it?
let's put it this
There's
way.
a few diamonds in the other room to resurrect him.
Yeah, but who's going
Has
to
no
resurrect
effect
me?
on it.
Yeah, and
Me.
also,
I
like,
won't do anything.
he's the guy
Magic
who casts the
items,
spell.
you basically can't destroy without some serious
Hey,
magic
I'm not
behind
playing
it. Just
spell.
hitting them will never break them.
Okay.
Because you could hit anything with a magic weapon and it will never break.
Then I guess second attack on Kincaid.
Okay?
Non-lethal decapitate him.
The classic.
What's your AC?
Non-lethal.
19. Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Decapitation.
Smite, crit, smite.
The old non-lethal,
Non-lethal.
bolt of lightning from God.
Hey, buddy, you okay?
You sort of rein it in a little bit because you're like, it's Kincaid. Ching!
Well, you
Just off his shell.
You turn the sword sideways, so you're really just slapping him with a piece of metal.
I just
Really
cut off,
fucking
I
hard.
cut off a
Smacking me with
mushroom.
an iron ruler.
Yeah. No effect. Back to the top. Ricky. Oh, unless any movement bonus. Sorry.
I'll just, I guess, position myself between Kincaid and the other two, so I'm like the only target.
Okay. Right in front. Gotcha. Ricky.
I call out to Kincaid, and I say, I always thought those mushrooms made you look stupid. And I need
Inside
you
Kincaid's head.
You just hear
A single tear, yeah.
See, he's still in there.
and you need to make a wisdom 15 saving throw.
And after the fight, Kincaid's like, hey man, that really hurt.
What was it? 15?
You're my enemy, you
No.
don't get +4.
Yeah.
You're giving him brain
You have-
damage.
Take 4 psychic damage,
Oh.
and you have disadvantage on your next attack roll.
At least, like the
Upside is I'm swinging with a mighty +4, and I'm going to do a maximum of 9
Yeah.
if I hit.
Of all the people to possess, you're probably,
Probably
the
the
least damaging.
Probably the worst choice, yeah.
But hey, you rolled the highest.
And
It
does
went for you.
anything happen to...
Goes dim at Ghostface.
No.
No? Okay, alright, alright.
Still frightened.
Anything else? You get to make a save at the end of this turn.
Cool. Alright, yeah. Well, that's all I'll do, because I'm still frightened. I'm kind of staying in the chair, like...
Yep.
Mushroom beard.
You see him bleed a little bit and cry a little bit.
Yeah.
Eat
So-
a bit and cry.
Make a save against being frightened.
Okay, but I'm not within 10 feet of him if I'm over on the chair.
No.
So that is a 12.
Nope, still frightened.
Aren't you within range? Hold on, how far's the chair from...
It's
Probably-
a
was like
20-foot
15.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15, 20.
But I position myself between...
Or but you stood next to him at the mirror.
I guess so, yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
move like 5. If I move...
Because then you
Yeah,
get
if
an
you move
opportunity.
5,
If I'm
10
We are
feet
doing
back.
theater of the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, all good.
Okay. Cool. And that is its turn.
Kincaid.
Tis turn.
Scary guy.
Scarecade. Clobber, mate.
With the disadvantage.
Get him and enjoy it.
Sucker.
Nice.
He's just, telegraphing these attacks, and you're like, teacher's like, what are you doing? Decapitate the. Oh,
Hey, it's Kincaid.
well, yes, best use the flat, I suppose.
Yeah. Do you mind if will it hurt if I use your pummel? You
Not at
smack
all.
him with your butt.
Not at all.
Alright.
We are over to Varys.
Cripple him.
I dive into the mirror.
Okay. You like froze the thing.
like just like Peter Groove, like
Alright.
Like the mask is just like pushed into your face, and you're like, oh.
it's like someone grabbing like the swimming goggles and like in the back.
Pretty
Like,
much do it.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage of just face first.
Alright.
But it doesn't appear that anything can pass through this mirror, from what you can now tell.
At least not now, anyway.
And is that my action or just my movement?
We'll say movement.
Alright, cool. I jam the potion of spectral resist I have left over into Kincaid's mouth and then punch him in the mouth to break it.
Okay. The glass?
The glass vial in his mouth. Like, say I put it in his beak and
Yep.
then punch him in the beak so it shatters and he swallows it.
Okay.
couldn't just pour it in?
No.
Don't be
You might
stupid.
resist.
Okay.
Paid resist drinking?
What is the potion? Sorry.
It's potion of spectral resist.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like halves the damage you take from from spirits or
Yeah.
something. It's just thematically potentially helpful for some amount of other
Yeah.
ideas.
Yep, I gotcha. 1 slashing damage for glass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Glass in your
But it
gums.
crunches, and you're not sure. Maybe some drizzles down the back of his throat, most likely. But
Oh.
Yeah.
really hurts.
But yeah, that's me.
Okay, where are you? Well, like,
I'm still standing right next to him, basically, so I sort of tried to dive into the mirror. That didn't work, so I just stood back up and then put the thing in his mouth, punched him in the mouth, and then went...
okay. So standing by. Kincaid, Skip. I'll just take you off the board for now.
Yeah,
Thura.
take that.
I will smack him with El Pommel. Like,
Non-lethal again. Yep.
Nat 20.
Boy.
I can't smite.
You're
I've
out
got
of
no
spell
spells.
Oh no.
I'm out of spells. So what's that? 5d6.
Yois. How much health you got?
First one's maxed. 50.
Yeah, so roll 1 first.
Well, that's a 6.
Roll
so
the next one.
That's a 5.
That's a 6.
Into a 6.
Yep. And then roll the rest normal.
And don't forget you can turn 1s and 2s into better.
Yeah.
Can or have to?
Can.
He's doing it.
So,
That's some nice damage.
so 10, 20, 4 plus 6.
Oh no, 25 plus 6.
Sorry, no.
Wait,
25 plus 6. And
Why are you
30.
rolling d6s?
Great sword.
Great sword.
Oh, do they do d6?
2d6.
I thought they were
2d6,
Yeah,
d8.
great.
No, it's
sword's
2d6.
yeah.
Oh, yep, yep.
I mean, if you want to roll
Sorry.
some d8s, I'll roll some d8s.
No.
So, 31 damage to his beak.
Yoish.
31 bludgeoning damage.
With the pommel.
Yeah, with the pummel, the other boom.
Varus just smashes a potion in his mouth, and you just gong. You see Kincaid just
Temple.
just blood.
Have the demons been exorcised or not yet?
Oh.
Doesn't sound like it.
Its brain has been.
Oh,
I'll do like a side one.
go on the other side.
Dirty 20.
Yep, that'll hit.
So
Just.
that's just
Yeah, just actually.
Pretty odd.
2 into a 2.
2 into a 2. So that is 5 plus 6, 11 damage.
How much health are you on?
Oh. I've got 8 hit points left.
Okie dokie.
Crits will do it.
Lethal,
Back to Ricky.
Well, I mean, I cannot get closer to do
Yeah,
non-lethal.
you're just clutching the arms of the chair like, he's dead. He has to be dead. I can't go closer to see.
Vicious mockery and then roll 2 4s.
Oh yeah, you can't non-lethal.
I
A
can't
spell.
non-lethal.
Can't non-lethal
Psychic.
spells. Yeah.
What are the odds that you'll actually do it?
Yeah, right.
So attacks
what save
a
do I have to
disadvantage, or are you making a spell?
What,
No,
what's your,
it's just ability checks at disadvantage.
what's your DC?
Oh, okay.
Ah, 15 whiz.
Ooh, that's a pass. 16.
Oh, okay, nothing happens because
So
it's just a
even-
cantrip.
So you struggle to make it
In my
actuate.
head, I'm like,
and
my mushrooms do look cool.
also,
And
there's
because,
a
because
an
you are my friend, I'm
undertone.
struggling to make an insult, and I'm like, you smell like daisies.
The quiver in
but
your voice
bad ones."
really undercut
really
that
sells
notes.
it. As he speaks, my mushrooms are beautiful. You hear a just like very soft, but underneath his voice, there's just wailing when he opens his mouth.
Yeah.
Ricky, anything else?
No.
Okay, then Kincaid,
No.
get stuck in, mate.
But
Just
disadvantage-
just
oh, no,
enjoy it.
just flat because it's
Yeah, normal.
Yeah, you pass.
No.
4, 12.
I grab it and whack him with it.
Alrighty,
Blood.
excellent. Varus.
Is the mirror hanging on the wall, or is it just kind of leant up against?
No, it's like
On
stood.
the base or legs.
Unless you like maybe push it down.
I was gonna say, can I like Yeah. At all. Push it onto its front.
Yeah, you could try. Make an athletics check. This is a big 6-foot mirror with a big ornate frame, but you could try and get behind it.
Yeah. This is a natural 1.
You.
So, no.
Doesn't budge. It's heavier than it looks.
Can I make my wisdom save?
Oh yes, sorry. End of your turn. My apologies. Good
11.
memorizing. Nope.
You're scaring me.
So you attempt, like you're just like.
Yeah. I don't know, and that's my action.
Yep.
I do nothing.
Okay. Then in that case, through.
Oh, give him the
Yeah,
old
night.
pummel whack to the face.
People's elbow coming my way.
11 plus, 9? Dirty 20.
That is just what you need. Well, you're 19.
I think no matter what, I knock him out. Non-lethally, of course. Yeah. Might as well.
You want max damage, not lethal.
What's that? 7 plus 6. 13.
Night.
Kincaid. And
For good measure.
Yeah.
you keep wailing.
Now the lethal.
You see the spirit sort of.
As it's coming out,
Yep.
I'm going to do my second swing.
Okay.
At
So you're like
nice.
clonk.
Yeah, as I see it coming out of his body.
Okay, go for it.
16 plus 9.
That will hit.
Ooh, reroll both of you. 13.
13 damage.
Magical slashing.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay. 13 damage. You know that if this was not magical in any way, this would have passed straight through. It's almost like cutting through water. There's some resistance, but not as much as you'd hope. So it's not a normal physical object that you're trying to hit. But the blow lands, and this spirit sort of just like leaks this whitish light, almost just drifting out of it.
The spirits are restless.
That's Thurden's go.
That
Ricky,
would
the source of, to you it looks like cousin whoever.
Oh, you never told us who we saw. Me and Varys.
True. You wouldn't have gotten a great look until it apparated out of your body. For you, it would be the face of, is it Jurican?
Jurican.
Just like all horrible and decayed and, yeah, just this visage of death.
It's a boggart that possesses people.
Somewhat.
Yeah.
Somewhat boggartly. It's a little more amorphous for Varys. There aren't many people he cares about specifically. Can you think of anyone specific that Varys would?
That
This
is
is
dead.
someone that's dead or alive?
Dead.
That I liked?
Yeah, that's what I. Yeah.
Very short list.
Is that implying that
Kanara's
dead, since you just said dead?
Don't know.
believed.
Yeah.
Missing, believed,
Who you
dead.
believe to be dead, or
Well, yeah. Nistra or Zanum.
Okay. Whichever of those. One of the girls, just like horrible vacant eyes, just looking at your hair streaming behind them. So not a nice sight. That was
Varys does have a heart.
Thurden over to Ricky.
He's like the Grinch. Yeah.
It grew 2 sizes that day.
I'm feeling.
Stare into the abyss. I can't cancel that again.
Ricky, what are you doing?
Okay, well I still can't move closer.
This is true. You are just like gripping that chair,
Yeah.
trying to play with fumbling fingers.
So I will take out a cigar and just try and cool down and relax.
Just puff away the fear.
It's not real. It's not real. It's not really Cousin Ringo.
How are you lighting?
He's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
He actually
Paul's
was
a
in
big
the
fat
famous bard band, the Beatles.
Ringo.
No.
Ringo Rock Splitter.
Ringo rocks.
So how are you lighting this cigar?
Prestidigitation.
Okay. And, are you just not looking at it? Just
Yeah,
like,
I'm just.
nope.
It's
Nope.
not real. It's
Nope.
not real.
Okay. Make your saving throw at the end of the turn.
14.
Don't you make it with advantage because of your counter charm thing?
It only lasts a turn.
14 is the DC.
Yeah.
So you,
cigar works.
the cigar just sweet, sweet nicotine.
The halfling leaf dulls your mind just enough.
Okay. And it is its go. Thoradin,
Yo!
I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
I mean, I feel
Luckily
like that's his
Pretty good for
speciality.
you. You're like plus 12 or something.
Well, he doesn't.
14?
Well, what, you don't get the extra plus, do you? Because it's charisma.
I get
Yeah.
plus 11.
So he gets
every
charisma
save.
plus proficiency
charisma.
plus the aura of protection bonus.
So my Christmas save's 11.
Yeah, plus 11.
So 14.
Nice.
Oh, that's a
You
bad
rolled a
roll.
3.
Is that the same or do I
Wouldn't
miss?
it be? Oh no, 11. Sorry. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah. So
That is the DC. It tries to claw its way inside of you. In that case, it will.
inside of you.
18 to hit.
Ah, yes.
The terrifying visage of Russell Brand.
It's fine. I'm rubbing my fuzzy wall.
The Jeffrey's got right on top of you.
Was it part of Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Was it the same sort of universe?
Yeah, it's the sequel. Spin-off.
You take 18 necrotic damage.
Shit.
Cool.
So it reaches out and just armor feels like it means nothing to it. Just and you feel your
18.
flesh wither away.
just got punched in the soul.
Terrible
Suck it,
movie,
dirty
except for those
man.
few bits.
It's yeah.
It's so long too. Anyway, let's not go down that rabbit hole. That is the end of its turn. Varys, you are up, and you can see the creature.
Yeah, cool. Dagger, booming blade, stab.
Dagger, stab.
Baby.
Bum, bum,
Oh,
bum.
nat 20.
Hey! Very nice.
Okay, so that's
Do you get a
4.
snake attack?
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause you're within 5
because you're
feet.
within 5 feet. Okay, so that's a 4.
It is
for
trying to
weapon,
climb inside of Thoradin currently.
And another 4 for weapon, so 8 plus 4, so 12 on the physical damage stab of the dagger. If you
And
use
it's
the
a
cold
magical
damage,
dagger?
which is another 4.
Oh,
Nice.
And
How
roll
much?
that
Sorry,
damage
4,
again.
4, and 4.
Cold damage again for another 4.
So
So I've just rolled 4 4s on the
16.
d4s.
Yep.
So and that's plus 4, so that's 20.
20.
Here comes the first round of sneak attacks.
Sneaky sneaks.
No. 6, 12,
Yeah.
15 on the first round.
so we're at 20 plus 15.
Yep.
And then 6, 12,
Jesus.
13. And then the booming blade damage is a d8, which is a 7. So
Jesus
that
Christ.
many.
20 plus 15 plus 13 plus
Don't,
7.
don't you roll the booming blade damage twice as part of the crit? Because it's like
Oh.
the weapon does an extra d8 thunder damage, and then if it moves, it takes the extra
Well,
damage.
if it moves, yeah. So,
so it wouldn't
it's
take the
2d8, and and the other one is an 8.
Holy
That's
fuck.
probably the
hell?
highest damage roll I've ever done, I think.
That's
That's going on
that
the
might be a Moppies.
How much was
That
that
was a
total?
lot.
His mask
I feel like
member.
that's
20,
over 50.
40, 50,
20
63.
plus 15 plus
63.
13 plus
Shit.
7
I think that
plus
equals
8.
second.
That's a lot.
Wait,
That
wait,
equals second.
It's a lot off a
20.
dagger.
plus 15
Yep,
plus
35.
13
48.
plus 7
Plus
plus 8. Oh yeah, the extra plus 8, 63.
That equals second.
Okay, well.
second.
I'm pretty sure it does. Anyway.
Varys, as you jam this dagger,
Finish him.
Yeah,
Oh,
great. Rip it in half.
rip it in half. There is a scream as it is torn from the material plane into its base plane, wherever that may be.
Suck
Like a
it.
banshee exploding.
Pretty much.
And-
Well, yeah, I just have it ripped in half by the sound wave of the boom and blade. That's cool.
Awesome. I like it.
jeez, that is
That was a lot of
big
force.
damage.
Damn.
Yeah. Big rolls.
Well, yeah. There was like 2 or 3 6s in the sneak attack, 1 max, 1 just under max, and then all 4 maxed down on the dagger.
Yeah, that was pretty close to full damage. We
Yeah.
like it.
No.
Yeah,
Congrats
it's like
on hitting the,
63 out of like 80. Like,
or something. Yeah,
It's crazy damage.
So,
for 0 spell
There
slots.
we go.
Yeah, for a cantrip.
Kincaid is unconscious. Not dying, but unconscious.
And nobody has any more healing, do we?
How much did you say it was?
63.
63.
Equal third.
still pretty
Still
good.
pretty good. What, second? 65, 68?
65.
Okay, pretty close.
And then that 70 from like session 1 is
Yeah.
Session 10,
Is,
wasn't
is inflict wounds crit. wasn't
Yeah.
it?
On
That's
the
much,
bears.
how much did you say it was? So it was 8.
8 plus. So, what was it? So 8 physical.
Yep.
No, it was
And then-
12 because the plus
Oh,
4
yeah,
from your.
so
So
12
12
physical.
plus, what's the sneak attack?
Or 8 frost.
We're getting there.
Plus.
Sneak attack was
15
and 13.
13, yep.
28.
And then thunder was 8 and 7.
15. So,
Big
so
boy numbers.
30, so 40 physical, because the sneak attack is physical.
Yeah, cool.
Very nice.
Damn, when you think about it, that's a great breakdown. Like, physical, frost, and thunder all in one swing.
Like, it's a bunch of, like, small damaging things, but just adding up, especially when you're rolling max damage.
So,
Yeah, let's get more of that, please.
Yeah, yeah.
is this that?
We like the max numbers.
Yeah.
So, Kincaid, lifeless, bludgeoned in the brains, but
Not
still,
lifeless,
still
still
breathing.
Just unconscious.
I get up real close to Kincaid and I whisper, "Your mushrooms are glorious,"
Mm-hmm.
and cast healing word.
I always knew.
Like a big bubble of blood as he.
Oh, and double fours.
Good grief.
So,
What's going on?
12 HP back.
Yeah.
What session did you say this was? 50.
Oh, it rolled the dice in
52.
D&D Beyond. Well, that was way worse on D&D Beyond. I tried to cast the spell and it rolled the dice.
So, Kincaid, you come to life, having seen your mother, but the rest is a bit of a blur. And you're just sort of laying on the ground like, throbbing headache, bleeding from the beak.
Glass all in your mouth.
Yeah.
Glass all in your mouth.
Oh. So,
I don't know who did that.
Oh god, oh no, Kincaid, someone put all this glass
There
in
was
your
a glass
beak.
bottle when you fell, and it,
somehow it went in your mouth. It was crazy,
The
crazy.
spectre went in your body, and then I saw its arm come out and pick up this bottle.
yeah.
Nasty things, those spirits.
So it
Truly
punched
wasn't
your
the
mouth too.
Grinch.
If any of you had have done necrotic damage to him, he would have been resistant to it.
No, there you go.
Well, I
Medicine
don't have any of
already.
that.
Spooky. Yeah, I don't know if any of us have that. That's kind
I
of
think
useful,
you're the
but
only
I
one.
think
Yeah,
if
that's my
If any of us got
thing.
possessed,
Well, for that fight, I mean, you weren't taking any, but if you had, boy, you would have halved it.
Oh, and you were unconscious, so you couldn't capture its soul.
no.
Torn in
Suck
half.
she.
Lame.
Nice.
Not lantern suction.
So-
indeed.
What was it, 15?
The mirror is face
That's what-
down on the ground.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the back of it?
Magical wards and all this sort of stuff.
I put the curtain back over the mirror on the ground.
Fair. Shroud that back
Don't
over.
acid or anything, and jumping up and down on it's probably not going to do anything.
Should we take it maybe to Moni's?
Could be worth money.
Could be worth a lot of money, but also, like, could be worth a lot of problems.
Would we be able to
Or
fit it in the
Australian?
rift?
Mo money, mo
Austrian?
problems.
But mo money. That's
Well,
all I
I
heard.
mean-
I heard mo money.
No, it's too long.
Whatever it is, we.
It's a 3x3.
I mean, it
and this is
works.
6 foot.
No,
I
still,
reckon we
you
should-
can't dimension
couldn't we
door it
get it
across
out of-
that giant chasm.
Oh,
And
we
also-
have
yeah.
rope. We can just tie up.
Can we
you know?
fit it out of the tunnel?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, the very
It's
end.
a 6-foot mirror with an
Where we-
ornate base.
I
Spend
mean,
the
the
lead to get
water
in,
sort
you
of
turn into
flows
a can.
underneath that cavern, though, so maybe we can
We
float
try
it
to come out
through
into
and
the
then
river
pick
or
it up.
something.
Yeah.
But it's so heavy, it's going to sink to the bottom of whatever water source
Look-
there is. It's not going to, like, float down like a leaf. It's.
If we are going to start using this
He tried to
place,
move it. This thing's
Right.
heavy.
because we've
When
now
if I
explored.
wild shape, all my like equipment and anything I'm holding turns into my animal. So we can just be like,
So you
The
can
mirror
hold it
is
and
an
turn into
otter.
a spider.
Yeah, I suppose.
Just
but,
like
but also,
holding this mirror.
if there's,
And
if there's no further doorways out of this room,
is that right?
yes.
so this is now a closed circuit.
Yeah.
The only entrance is the golem. we can just, if we're using this as
Well,
a sort of mini
There,
base.
there was another fork before we came. Remember, it came up
Yes,
from
the
the
dirt
golem. We went
fork.
left.
Yeah.
So we probably should
There
check
was
out
no
the
right.
right.
Yeah, check
But
that.
like-
but
but
this
this
was all
little-
behind those petrified gates. This is its own whole facility
Yeah.
sectioned off.
And so if we are going to kind of
Hidey hole.
come back here, we can leave the mirror for now, you know?
Yeah,
But also-
well, like we can leave it here.
It
It's not
depends, yeah, if someone else still has access.
We need to go down that right passage.
if someone else does have access to this, either they know what this mirror is, or we're going to come back and find their corpse. It doesn't really matter.
All the mirror gone and the songstone gone. And
Would
I
we?
mean, we could take the Songstone now
it's
if we're
pretty-
keen
pretty-
on potentially.
I think it's
finding
pretty melted into the...
It's encased in
My other worry is like,
Yeah,
does
not
that
bad.
is that going to trigger the self-destruct countdown of
Yeah,
this
all
whole
that.
facility?
Yeah.
And then it
That's
blows
my
up the
only
whole
because
farm.
I thought the exact same thing. I was like, oh boy, that's funding my holiday home in the Bahamas, but like,
Or when we exit, the golem is like, songstone stay.
yeah,
Unless-
Vaporized.
slaps us into our new characters.
Yeah.
I'm thinking more if we remove it, like the golem will be deactivated.
No, but it had its own little crystal
It had
thing.
its own
I reckon
one, yeah.
that's its power.
Yeah, but
I mean, like, maybe,
it's
but-
connected to that mother crystal sort of thing. And
It's
then if
possible,
we remove it, it goes.
but-
The big
"Oh."
songstone might control the healing things, but we'd still have to fight that at our
maybe.
capacity
Yeah.
now.
Would it be? Yeah.
I think we should definitely... Yeah.
Clear the other
hey,
fork and then ransack this
hey
place.
Kincaid, you know lawyer stuff when you set up our ABN.
Absolutely.
I
I am company
Ransacking-
secretary.
Yeah, ransacking the larder,
Yes,
is that technically within our rights as an adventuring business?
absolutely.
Great.
I believe it.
Let's do that. Yeah, look, we checked with our
I second
lawyers.
whatever he said.
Yeah. We checked with our lawyers. That's as far as I need to say in
They've
court.
kept.
So,
We were
We're friendly
we were
allies.
ransacking it for
Important.
we were ransacking it for healing supplies,
We were desperately in need of aid. We
and
were going
also
to die
investigating suspicious artificial soulstone creation.
we also have this writ of passage from the Alice
And my
himself
beak was
that
full of
surely
glass.
extends-
And there was this keg full of zombie in here.
They call it zombie.
Oh, that whole little like.
Why did we put her in the keg?
I panicked. Where would you have put a zombie?
Okay, and we heard that there's like
Oh,
zombie
yeah.
in the bed.
And they
We had
talk-
nothing to do with that. but,
They
you
were,
know.
we heard that we overheard them talking about other dastardly plans. it makes him unrelenting, but it's really very clever when you think about it.
It's a ticking time bomb.
They had this whole demon invasion thing going, but also
That didn't work out.
The Trojan
one
zombie.
one bartender had a very bad day when he tried to tap a new keg.
The Trojans on a keg. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh.
Well, yeah, look, I think let's at least ransack the larder, grab some food, some crafting alchemical stuff,
diamonds.
some...
So from a logistical point of view, restock your traveling supplies. Anything without a gold value,
Yeah.
like
incense, you would find in there. But a lot of spellcasting components you can restock from here.
Okay.
But so like, I suppose, logistically, it's kind of restocking your spell casting pouch.
Yep.
That you don't, like, because you don't really keep track of that.
Yep.
The non...
But there are valuables.
Yeah.
So I think
There's
maybe
that
we should
diamonds and stuff.
ritual
Yeah.
cast detect
I'll
magic
go
and
get
see if
those.
there's some magic protecting the diamond. Just before we snag it.
Or,
Yeah,
that
do that.
lock in the case.
Yeah.
Oh, the lock's
Yeah.
fine. I already checked it for traps. It's got no traps.
Like mundane ones. But yeah, go back there. I'll ritual cast detect magic. Just double check that we're not about to trigger the alarm or blow ourselves up or something if we fully
That
ransack the larder.
bloody Fournemouth into a sinkhole.
No magic.
Cool.
From what you've seen, there really aren't any hidden traps inside here because the main defense is getting past the golem.
Yeah.
I kind of thought that, but you never know.
Alrighty, Deku lockpick on the
Nice.
on the diamond cats. It's a 19 plus 12.
Ooh.
So 27.
You're just like,
Yeah.
It's literally just like having a
Would
key.
someone left this open?
no,
strong breeze, blue case open.
don't undersell your skills.
Yeah.
You make it look easy.
That's what we're saying in court.
Yeah, I get.
Yeah. So
You open her up.
have at it.
There are It's probably like 30 gold worth of small, gems that you could set into rings or...
Yep, 30 gold worth of
Gems.
gems into your forward person bag.
So does that go into
The safe.
the kind of communal fund sort of deal?
Sure.
It's up to us.
30 gold worth of gems.
Like,
Do we just do
have
flat?
to-
Just do flat 30 instead of
Yeah, or-
halving it? You mean?
No, or like, do we have to offload these gems, or
They're not liquid gold,
Yeah,
so
okay.
they are gems at this point.
all right? So
Okay, so won't put it in here yet.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm purely
old
tracking
gems
gold and
sort of
silver.
thing. We can
Yeah,
just use them
just
for bartering.
A small little pouch of...
Yeah. Do you want to add it to your inventory since you're the person carrying it?
Is it 30 gold worth of gems?
Yep.
Yeah, the sort that you would, set into rings or set into whatever. Decorational somewhat.
Yeah. Do
And you see a big, fat diamond on top.
and there were some ingots as well, was there?
yeah.
Yes.
True.
What were they? Yeah.
Make a stone cunning.
Thing of
So yeah, what plus?
I'm giving you advantage here.
Oh,
all
okay.
so
Because we what is it? So it's
Can I-
plus 8.
can I
So
guidance
that's
this?
that's already a 17.
and that's
or
a 17 plus 8.
Yes.
And I'll add one from guidance.
So 18 plus 8.
26.
26.
27.
27, yeah. There you
No, 26 with the plus 1.
26.
go.
These are very recognizable for you. They're stamped with your family crest. These are mithril ingots.
These the ones that you were missing.
There are two ingots.
I swear there was something like that on your list of
Scale
Oh, yeah.
of 1 to
Missing
several
more,
thousand.
missing
How much
goods.
would you say these are worth each?
quite a lot.
Mithril is pricey.
It's like the best, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
what,
that and there's adamantium. Because that adamantium stops crits and
Yep.
mithril like turns medium, like stops the disadvantage.
Yeah, from stealth checks.
Can I, on your stone cutting, that is a high roll.
Yeah, 17 plus 8.
You sort of borrow his gem cutting like
Monocle thing.
tiny little glasses, and you're looking it over. One of these is the original mithril ingot, stamped with the first of its serial.
00001.
That's right, it was the first mithril.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on a 26, absolutely you would spot
I'll take those ones to my inventory if you want. So, I'll track those.
Sure.
that. So there is one, bar of mithril that is not the OG piece.
It's times 2, but one of them we can do
Well,
something with.
What's it only the
How the-
mithril ingots?
How did that get
How
here?
much worth?
Well,
How did that get here if
Make
this hasn't
a-
been touched in ages?
Make an investigation
What
check.
was my...
well,
I don't
some
think
of
that
it's been touched
with
in the
my
last few
boards
months.
person, it tells me how expensive
Kind
it
of
is.
thing.
If I
Like
inspect
somebody is
Okay.
still distilling something
Yeah,
in the
true.
other room, and somebody had to change the bottles.
Yeah. And also,
Shiny.
This room with the mirror and that looks less.
Just like
less.
Not touched.
maybe it's the
But it
glass
was
and all the
Maybe it's all the blood lots and concussion, but
being brutalized around the head. You're just like,
How much would you say the diamond's worth?
At least 10
King,
gold.
Kincaid's struggling to like focus one of his eyes, and he's just like,
it looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man if he was a turtle. Just occasionally spitting out chunks of glass and just
Tortle.
meat. Yeah.
make an. Yeah, what do you use?
Stone cutting, I guess.
Yeah, add intelligence. I mean, add
Jewel's-
stone cutting to an
Jewel's
intelligence.
supplies is a tool proficiency.
I have masons. If it was a block of stone, I could tell you all about it.
Yeah, no.
6.
Plus
Big diamond.
relevant stats.
Sure is.
Looks pretty diamondy to me.
Would
This
the rest
will
of
make
you
a
like to-
lovely
yeah.
addition
Yeah,
to
I
my
don't know, can I do a
necklace.
thief's appraisal?
Yeah. I don't know if diamonds
Sure.
are really my forte.
So 14 plus what do you want?
Just intelligence, I think.
16.
You know a bit about precious jewels.
I don't know what looks like worth stealing.
It looks remarkably similar to what you used for Ronan.
Okay, so
It's
yeah,
it's
it
of a
looks-
similar clarity. Like it's very nice.
What's that, 500? Is that right? The one for Ronan?
I always get that wrong. It's
250?
either 5 or 300. I totally forget.
500.
So yeah, I can use investigation to determine the value of
Gems.
whatever.
Okay, well then yeah, just hand it to him. He can give you an exact gold.
Then yes, the value of a diamond that is used in resurrection.
So yeah, 500 gold worth diamond. That is big.
Nice.
Also,
Yeah, I think I have to do an investigation check for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you get it.
Well, there you go.
I'll give you this one for free.
Yeah.
Nobody broke the glass in case of emergency.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
The
totally
twiggy.
forgot about that. The
I don't want you to
stick.
forget about
It's
it.
a stick. But I assume if you pointed at the spectre, it
I
would
go
have
break
darkened
it.
or something. I mean, the spectre's dead now, but
Run back. What are you breaking it with?
My fist. My head.
Using the helm.
Yeah.
And you take it out. It's actually got a little cloth wrapped around it.
Expelliarmus.
You have no idea what it is, but
Over a
Is
short
that magic?
rest, you can probably.
Hey,
would you
kick
like
it.
a short rest?
No,
Oh, I think you're throwing it at me. Hey, kick it, haha, bonk.
Fireball. Media swarm.
Power word kill.
Yeah, no, I'll ponder this over our next rest.
I mean, you've got detect magic
As
on, so
as
see-
you
Oh,
at
oh my
Kincaid,
God.
No.
you said, "Hey Kincaid." Are you like with the intent to try and use?
No.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Hey, look at this Kincaid.
Okay, just check it.
Hey, look at this, roll a new character.
well, yeah, because I was thinking, well, maybe if it's like just because we tried to destroy the mirror didn't work too well, I'm like, a disintegrate spell would probably do it.
Hey Kincaid.
just ash immediately. It's like we can't even resurrect him. He's fucked.
There's a single
Oh, hey,
bathroom left.
hey, had you already given him that diamond?
Oh,
the
yeah.
diamond
Oh
part
yeah,
of
you're
the
holding
ash.
the diamond.
This would be great for resurrecting someone.
Yeah, no,
We
I'm
will
not,
never speak of this again. We'll go
Three
back
of us
to
came
Fournemouth.
down here, and 3 of us left, and no questions asked.
So let's say Ricky is like pretending to like point it at you. Someone else is like, "What you want?
Doing
What
the
you
bit out of
want?"
this is the end. Bang! Bang! Hey, Kincaid!
Disintegrate.
That of IT crap. Ooh, a gun!
Yeah, I love that one.
Hey, I've never looked
Ah,
at
it's
this
empty.
drawer. Oh, look, a gun!
Gun.
So,
Oh,
how are we
We should
learning
put the
its
diamond in the.
purpose?
over a short rest.
Yeah, next rest I'll
Safely.
meditate on it.
Yeah, have a bit of an investigate about it.
Okay, are we resting now?
We kind of just did.
We just
Let's
did.
check the other.
I mean, I'm very hurt, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hopefully
nice.
there's nothing else down here.
Yeah, do you have
I'm in
any
an
hit dice to spare?
extraordinary amount of pain.
You still have spells to use.
Yeah, or do you have any hit die? Yeah, we could
I got
take-
plenty of hit dice.
Oh, we could take another
We
short
could take
rest.
another short rest. Well,
But
you
you
could
guys
take.
don't need it.
We don't, but you could short rest while we ransack and come up with an inventory of all the things we've just gained and
Get
I
a
will
point
retire
and
to the
stuff.
librarium
yeah, so on
to
and so
pick
forth.
the glass out of my face.
Out of the back of your throat. Ah,
Oh, that was a big one.
yeah.
Who would do such?
It is after the short rest,
Oh, so it's short rest.
and well, that's what we said you were doing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. He's having one.
Having a
Wait.
puff, having some straight
I'll
with.
give myself some spell slots back with like
Okay.
channel divinity before I do it because I'm gonna get them back straight
The
away.
ingots we got the mithril ones.
Yeah,
So it's just
same
those
thing.
two.
Yeah,
The
two
mithrils.
two mithril ingots.
One which is the OG
Yeah,
How much is it worth? The second one. Can I?
price plus.
yeah. Can you?
I
person?
personally haven't priced them. I assume there is a price somewhere for
Probably.
an ingot of mithril, but valuable.
Yeah,
Oh
I'd
my
imagine.
God.
Well, I mean, I don't know how many ingots do you need to make a
Reroll ones and
breastplate?
twos. Great weapon healing.
That's better.
Oh, great weapon
How much do I
healing.
need? Oh, I'm just gonna be using them all, aren't I?
Oh my god.
Did you roll real bad?
I rolled a 1, a 2, an 8, and a 1.
Ooh.
So hang on.
It's because you're pulling glass out of your throat and then drinking straight spirits. It's just like
It's clean
Oh!
wounds.
that
It's
does
working.
not make me feel better.
At least
Okay,
it's
so-
disinfecting it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
This lists
Oh my
mithril
God.
as 2,500 gold per pound.
Wow.
So, I would admit.
This shit is like
I
top
think
of
it's
the
like a
line.
A pound is like
200 grams.
yeah.
It's not
So
much.
unless the ingot's like the
It's
size of my
like-
thum.
Yeah, so
So like this
that
one
could be like 10
so-
grand worth fucking mithril in the spare ingot.
To Ricky, this is not a surprising number. It's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, this shit's what.
Yeah.
That's why we're rich.
Yeah, why do you think
Oh
I
my
live
God.
such a lavish lifestyle?
Why do you
Well,
think I
did
look like
until
this?
You lost it and then got exiled.
Yeah, but I'm gonna get it back.
And this is also part of why your family was so pissed.
yeah, part of why they exiled you.
So 3 of these is a pound.
Okay.
Probably
so yeah,
close.
little bar, about that size.
But it's obviously be more dense than mithril.
Well,
And
I imagine mithril would be.
Mithril's pretty light, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, that's like its
Um,
whole thing.
I mean, compared to the, which is like mostly
That's the
aluminium.
chain mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
It's
I feel
a
like its whole thing,
Yeah,
like
A silver,
you can make
silver
plate
and blue
armor out of it,
shining
and it
metal
doesn't
derived
do,
from soft, glittering silvery
disadvantage
black
stuff.
ore.
So you have one bar
Yeah,
that
so-
you're willing to
Yeah, hot.
use in some way.
Or we could, try and make some sweet shoulder pads or something for somebody.
I mean,
I reckon we can
we
sell
could
it.
possibly make one of you guys.
And the way you make adamantium is by combining mithril and steel.
Oh boy, that's maybe we just find a handy smith.
And make through it an immune
Oh.
to crits.
Yeah, just make him immune to most damage, generally.
Okay, apparently there is also adamantium ore, so now I'm confused.
Well, that's not at all fucking helpful.
Is this D&D Beyond?
Where can we get
Dungeon
rune armor
Master?
from?
Yeah.
Because it's not an actual item on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Maybe we can just check it later because it's not.
Yeah, we'll
Okay,
do that.
yeah, this is D&D.
The stick. You identify it.
Oh,
Is-
isn't it Ricky playing with it during the short rest?
I thought you were they're not short resting, they're looting.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah, you
they're
can-
looking.
Yeah, you're the one.
Yeah, sure.
You're just picking glass out of his
drinking
throat.
vodka and inspecting the stick.
Yeah. It is a wand of magic missiles. However, it is radiant damage.
Okay.
So not just normal damage, but radiant.
Wand of magic.
How many charges?
Whatever the rules are for it. Normally, I think it's D6 plus
6.
1
Yeah, I
in a
think
day.
yeah.
It recharged at the start, so it's fully charged at the moment. But at each morning, you'll recharge it.
Yeah, that was funnily annoying. Like one of the final fights.
Yeah,
of
wand
Baldur's
has
Gate.
7.
They've just got 4 enemies that stand up on the high ground and just upcast magic missiles every turn. It's just like, ooh, 40 damage, ooh, 40 damage, ooh, 40 damage.
Can't dodge that. No save, just bam,
You just
bam.
take their damage.
Who wants it?
Maybe Ricky?
We can give it a
Because it's a
raise.
half-decent ranged option for him that he's sometimes lacking.
Sure.
Yeah, I feel like probably.
Because, yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like it's one you or me,
Yeah,
and
pretty
I
much.
don't really mind.
Can I try and inspect to see how much it's worth?
It's not attunement, I don't think. Let me have a look.
No, wands typically aren't, for the most part. They're just like...
Well, I mean,
yeah,
that's
they
why
run
like
the
break
charge
in case of
system
emergency.
instead
bang.
of attunement, yeah. You get
Instead of
charged.
like, oh, you can hold this for an hour and then you can save
Yeah.
yourself.
If there's a spirit or specter that's
Yeah,
broken
yeah.
through, just wait an hour.
Yeah, so no attunement. Yeah,
Yep.
so you can have it if you want, Ricky.
Beauty, thank you.
Nice. Very nice.
Value-wise, whatever it's listed as.
Yeah, it'll be like an uncommon magic.
Yeah, whatever uncommon
Yeah,
is.
it's
500?
250, I think.
250, 500?
Somewhere in there. It's fine, but it's better as a
How many
keep forever.
charges did it have?
7.
It'll
And it
have
gets
full charges.
Yeah.
full
It has 7
so-
charges. While holding it, you can use an action to expend one more of its charges to cast Magic Missile. This one, the damage is radiant, not force. For 1 charge, you can cast the first level version, or you can increase the spell slot level by 1 for each additional charge you expend. 1 regains 1d6 plus 1 expended charges daily at dawn. If you expend the wand's last charge, roll a d20. On a 1, the wand crumbles into ashes and destroyed. It is an uncommon magic item that does not require attunement.
Yep. So yeah, literally once fight, just whip it out, cast a level 6 magic missile, store it for a day.
Yeah.
At worst, that's what you do with this. It's just a free like 30-ish damage to some dude every now and then.
Yeah,
At
'cause-
120 feet, I think, as well, which is the cool part. Or if there's like a wizard, doing concentration shit. Just hit him 6 times.
Yeah, it's great for proccing that, isn't it?
Well, that's the thing, because it's like, for one charge makes 3, and every charge after that makes an extra 1. So, yes, you upcast it and do a big nuke, but it's actually better. Like,
Oh yeah, but most combats just
Cast it 6 times.
3 round sort of thing.
Interrupt,
so it's better to
interrupt.
just bang, phantasmal killer, and then
the thing that's really
Flat
good
with
is
the
it
cock.
being, because it's one range of 120 feet, it means that, like, if there's a really long range combat, like, for example, that one, like the one that we had just before,
Against
that
the
would have
goals.
been that would have been perfect for King, and because it's not attunement, we can just hand it around to whoever.
Yeah.
We could be like, okay, you guys are going across, I'll grab it and just sit there going,
Chuck the wand to him.
yeah, it's just free damage.
Yeah.
It is, and especially not needing
Not requiring
attunement,
attunement.
we can throw it around if need.
Yeah. And if you give us those flying monkey familiars,
I do not.
they can activate.
Dude, can we
magic.
get a Vin Weasel and he can just go, Weasel.
No.
They need the opposable thumbs feature.
Oh no, I can't grip it.
Weasel.
Hold it in your mouth, Vin Weasel.
Well, you can give it to Mr. Bones.
He probably could activate it.
Mr.
actually.
Bones can.
He could probably activate it.
Mr. Bones would be able to.
I
for
wonder.
I think he probably can, because I
Well,
don't think
it's up to you, like, because there are some creatures that specifically say they can't use magic items.
Yeah.
There are some creatures, most creatures it doesn't say, like, it tends to be, like, I think familiars, it says it quite explicitly can't use magic items.
unless it's one of the
Like
flying
the
monkeys.
find familiar spell.
Only flying monkeys can. But it's also they give up their ability to attack. They can do complicated things like open doors and
Yeah.
work buttons and shit, but they have no attacks.
So you're like, ooh, guys,
Shiny.
I've
Boom,
got.
boom, boom. Enrique, you want the boomstick?
Always.
Have you added it to your thing?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good.
What are we ransacking?
All the jewels and all
Yeah.
the pickles and
All the ingredients and food we can carry.
Well, yeah, anything that looked like it could be used in my alchemy stuff.
I'm gonna take one of the vials of the.
What
Oh, yeah,
was
that's
distilling? Yep.
Yeah, that zombie distillate.
I'm gonna
Sure.
grab
Zombie juice.
It's Slurm.
the dwarven books on metal,
Okay.
Yeah,
the
I was
elvish
gonna
books
say,
on songstone.
Yeah, grab all that stuff.
Kincaid's taking anything medicine or necromancy related
Okay.
that he can
Yeah.
lay his grubby little mitts on.
And me,
I'm just grabbing
alchemy.
those 2 ones.
Corpse preservation by Nim.
Perfect.
Rot and how to stop it.
Are there any historical books in here at all? Like,
Yeah, there would be. Just about the general history of the area, the turtle people.
Well, yeah, was there a book on herbology or alchemy or anything like that?
Yep. Alchemical Distillates by Benil
I'll take that.
and Amateur Gardening by Hilthia.
What was the elvish book on songstone properties and the dwarven book on metals?
Well, it's written in Elvish on the cover, but there's like a translation,
Oh, okay.
but below it, it's just, big Elvish script, and then Songstone Properties by Aishala Hanest.
What about the Lusty Lizard trilogy?
I mean, you can.
They're up
you
for.
can-
Is it just
available?
them? There's not a little section.
There's
not a little
very top shelf, just like,
with all the books wrapped in black plastic.
yep, just like hidden on behind some other books. You can make a stealth check, a sleight of hand.
Well, good. That's my specialty
Oh.
too. Hey guys, look at porn.
Knocks everything off the top shelf.
Whoa,
Porn.
book.
Barks loudly next to his jacket.
He rips an enormous fart as he slides
Make sure everyone's
big
looking
box
at
of
the picture.
hentai into his backpack.
So yes, you pilfer as many books as you can.
Yeah, sorry, what was the dwarven one on metals as well?
Metals and Alloys by Bungrom Druthgeln.
Bung.
Bungrom.
Yeah, so I've got that one. What was the other one? The Seeing Beyond the Veil. Is that right?
Seeing Beyond the
Yeah.
Veil by
Yeah, cool.
Kutak. Yeah.
There was the gem cutting one. There was also the one on automatons.
Yep.
Do we want to take them?
I mean, the
Might as well.
Might as well.
Yeah, I suppose might as well.
I mean, again, we also may come back here and take over this place, but
Oh, I'm sure we will.
for now.
Are there any books that look like they're like as opposed to like published books like this? Anything that's like diary, corporate ledger, like anything that looks like it was written by like the Plippies themselves or anything like that?
There are some on Lineage.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering if I could find anything that like told a bit more specifically about like what they were working on that got them shunned back in the day. Maybe any just like general history of the clan, stuff like that.
From what you can see, there are definite gaps in the shelves where books, whether or not they...
Someone's got them on loan.
Yeah, potentially. So
there's
you're not
like a section
sure.
with journals or anything.
There are some, but you would have to spend time, read, and see if they're worth...
I mean, I would have spent basically the whole short rest looking through this.
Yep.
After I
This
picked
is
the
short
glass-
rest, where you're like
After I
thumbing
picked the
through
glass out of
tomes.
my beak.
Yep. Yeah, we'll say you grab a couple of journals that look like they might be promising. Anything else?
The journals. I mean, we're taking the cigars.
Oh yeah.
He's
I've
already...
I've already got a case of. I've already added them.
I'll take one or two more of the
Any
vodka.
pricey looking booze?
Yeah.
Not vodka. We can
Just
take.
grab a couple. Good brandies. Yindish wine.
Whatever's going.
Good Yinden.
Good. Great Yinden.
Yeah, and I suppose then we'll set off down the other fork.
Yeah, down the right side.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I'm healed up to
Alright,
40
indeed.
out of 55.
That's
So
cool.
that's fine.
We can handle probably one fight.
Okay. So,
Off to out the front door,
following
and then down the other four.
into the earth, basically, it just like concaves ahead of you. It's like a little torchlight aura. It just like travels along with you.
Going past the shit jar.
Yep. Hasn't gotten any less ripe. And you get Mr. Bones's bone out of the dirt. And you get to the fork and you head left.
Do we pilfer snacks? As
Oh
one
yeah,
of the-
yeah. Restock all your
Yeah, I
travel
restock
supplies
rations and
basically,
I grabbed all the pickles.
and I'd say you'd be able to get enough
Alright, incense.
incense for
Like one or two more casts. Or...
probably one more cast just on standby. Just a good brick of it. Yeah, not all valuable stuff, but useful. Yes, heading left. You go for probably 40 meters in the darkness again. And as the earth begins to give way to an open space, you see the figure of a 3 meter tall iron, lead, whatever it's made of, figure standing in front of you with its back to you.
Same deal as the other one.
Looks to be.
We've
Can
got
I
the
see a
thing.
busted out bridge in front of him?
No, there looks to be an intact bridge in front of him.
Is it like the exact same chamber essentially as the other
Yeah,
one?
the little aperture thingies in the wall.
Okay, so multiple entrances to the compound.
I want to see where this one goes.
I hope the golem's not automatically hostile.
Do we want to zip Hermes out?
I don't have Hermes right now.
I can do my, in ways.
Yeah, 'cause
What
you
did
got
Hermes
some-
die?
Hermes died and I only just got the incense back. I
Ah,
need to
okay.
spend
Takes an
time
hour.
Yeah, and
Is
I
that
haven't
right?
yeah, I need to spend the time to
Yep, I can spend it. My little expendable.
re-summon his ass.
Pedro?
Yeah, do we want Pedro?
Yeah, just have him fly out sort of thing. We just want to see if the golem immediately fucking rapes it.
Does it? How fares
What
Pedro?
What is the owl? Is it a...
Celestial?
Yeah, you can choose, yeah.
Hang on,
Like,
hang on. Let me read that.
oh yeah, well Hermes was a thing.
Yours is
So
Because
fiendish, isn't it?
But it's slightly different because I'm not like it's like you cast the blah blah blah, but
via wild shape nature magic.
Either way,
wild shape. Wild companion.
It's not going to be fiend.
Here we go. You gain the ability to summon a spirit that blah 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 blah. As an action, you can spend use of the wild shape feature to cast the find familiar spell without material components. When you cast the spell in this way, the familiar is a fae instead of a beast. And the familiar disappears after a number of hours, equal to half your druid level. So 1. So Pedro is a fae.
Yes.
Flap, flap,
Long.
and it just.
But Pedro wasn't holding the disc.
No.
No. But also it may just be like a,
Fae. Anything other than
dimensional
humanoid, yeah.
creature. Extraplanar, I guess I should
Who
say.
wants to be guinea pig?
I'll. If you want. I'll.
Well, yeah, we can't walk too, we can't stay too far.
Yeah,
behind
'cause otherwise you'll
Nergal
get-
pushes
yeah.
out,
Yeah,
so-
They have to stay within 10 feet of you, or
Yeah,
they will just be encased in.
So
Yeah,
I'll
Wall.
walk first, but like very,
We're all right behind him.
Okay.
very
We're,
Close.
we're 8 feet behind him,
very.
Holding it up. You step out of the tunnel, with them sort of being pushed along at the back, like the earth closing in behind you. And you step. No movement.
I go around to the front of it.
Dun, dun, dun. You're all just like nothing.
Okay, cool.
Is it like looking at us? Does it like turn its head
It's
or
ignoring.
Well, I
anything?
mean, it like wrecked the owl without having to look at it. Like it knows where you are.
That's terrifying.
But the good news is, like, he's friendly.
That's terrifying.
Why
I
did
gotta
they
pee.
give it a neck then? Like, do you think it's just aesthetic?
Of course I have an anus. So you're all just standing there in front.
I guess we should just go to the
Follow
other
this
side of the
bridge?
bridge. Yeah.
So
Looking
walking
down.
along. Yep.
Is it like the same? We see a river flowing underneath.
Potentially the same river.
Did anything go down the river last time? Did we throw
He did.
something under?
well, the bodies fell off, but
Yeah.
I had a bit
I
of a
don't know.
swim.
I don't know if they sink
any
or
bodies,
flow
like-
or...
No,
Yeah, I
you
had
can
a
see.
bit of a swim, and
Yeah,
I
you
don't-
fell in there.
Mm.
You're in that orb of. Boop, boop, boop.
There was nothing remarkable for the brief time that I was in there.
So you begin slowly walking over the chasm.
I feel like I sent Squidney down there.
Did you?
I think so. Maybe.
Don't know. Either way, it's water.
Water.
Oh.
It's wet.
When we get to like a quarter of the way through, like pick up the pace just so we get across faster.
Okay.
Looking out for loose floorboards like the other one had.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you said that. I was about to say make a dexterity saving throw,
No,
but
picking up
you're
the
just
pace, but
"Oh."
like not sprinting across, just going a bit quicker, just in case.
So yes, you test it out, and then your foot goes through part of it. And you're like, "Ooh."
Remembering that, well, I've seen this trick before.
Yep. So you get a javelin or something, and you're just like, where is it? Real. Chunk. Ah.
Does
So
it
you-
react to us getting weapons out?
I think we've got the safety pass.
You turn. No, doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah, as long as we keep this thing on us.
Yeah.
I wave my staff at it.
Wait, is it the same size?
What are you gonna do if you actually do set off?
Is it
Run. That's my plan in its entirety.
Is it the same
Run.
size as the circle that we saw on the vent?
Is
That
what
oval,
the same size?
The thing.
Oh, the
The oval
shield.
Is it the same as same size as what we saw on top of the vent? When we were sort of following it, like we didn't know what it did, like this oval shape.
Oh, on the tree stump.
yeah.
Yes.
Well,
we
yeah,
did have
knew
a
it-
key before.
Yeah, we had a feeling that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Yep. You're just like, so you've got a good meter of, gap in the illusory planks. How are we doing this logistically? With
I'd say they jump before me.
You tie a rope.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait, what's that?
just
Are you
to
saying-
cross the gap,
The illusory gap.
What about it?
just because you need to be close to this thing.
I think if they jump before me, then I go
You'll,
because
you'll
I don't
chase
want
up
to
the
get too
last
far
person.
from the back person.
Yep. So you'll be the last
So
person.
I'll be the last person, and they'll all jump to the other side, which is how
So
far a
I'll-
meter away.
Is it worth me world shaping? As the person with a +1 to strength and a -1 to dex. Having to make acrobatics or athletics checks isn't really my thing.
I mean, you're only jumping a meter, but the bridge is
It's not a big jump.
for a big heavy man. Yeah.
And I mean, worst case scenario, just fall and go, ow, into
No.
the dirt.
Like with the meter, you can just
Isn't it like
literally
a
step.
spear of dirt? No.
No, you're over a chasm, over the water.
You can step.
Oh,
over.
okay, then it doesn't really matter if he goes first or not. Because it's not going to be closing in around us.
No, you're out of
Crossing
that.
the
More-
bridge.
But it's more, are we in the safety bubble?
Like, if
'Cause
we,
they need
when
to
we
be
exit
within
10
line
meters,
of
is the
sight.
golem going to be like,
Yep.
So
If
you've
you're more than
seen
10
it
meters,
has
you're
about
we
a,
don't know,
a
but
10-foot aura
Bubble.
in the dirt.
Yeah.
So you would
A
assume.
meter's not that huge. Honestly, you can just step over it. A meter. A meter's what? Like, that big?
It's not. Yeah.
It's not a huge
Yeah,
distance.
it's just enough to be like a little bit awkward for a elephant-footed man.
You can
Is that
Van Damme
giant golem also wielding 2 great shields?
Yep.
Okay, well, the chances are he can't actually hit us with something before we actually can
Unless
clear the
it's the
bridge.
thunder.
He can do that, but even that had like reduced damage at range or something.
Yeah. Look, I
It
just say Thurin stands
it
at
wasn't
the
amazing.
edge and we just hop past it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's just go.
that's the safe side.
okay.
It's just crossing the bridge.
Just hold on to
Just stay near him
hold
and
on to
go.
the rope and like
Tell my father I said hi. 4.
Tell my wife.
5.
Hello.
5.
5.
You're like, man, you could just step that gap.
Oh, I can.
You see Kincaid nearly eat it.
I am standing there keeping eye.
If you went below 5, you would have fallen. It's not a hard jump.
Beshalotny, save me once again!
You've got like the staff between the things, just like. But you get across. The rest of. Oh, no, Ricky, I'll get you to make one. You are short. Athletics, thank you.
Can I help him across?
9's fine.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, you don't need to.
I did roll a 2.
Varus, you will not need to. I wouldn't even bother. I don't think you
14
can
plus
get below.
stuff. I think plus
acrobatics.
10 is my acrobatics
Yeah.
at 24.
I don't think there's a possible way for you
You
to
do a
fail
triple
that.
axle kickflip across
And then
the
you're
blindfolded.
fine. Athletics wise, you're
whilst
tall
lighting one
enough.
of the cigars.
I get +8 to aths. So.
So you all get across. Kincaid is just like,
Whoa,
and you continue on. Now, at the end, there is another rocky tunnel. This is not the smooth sort of lead-lined corridor that you went through to get in.
So is this like opening up?
This is normal-sized.
Okay.
You're able to stand and
So
walk
before
freely.
we went the outflow pipe, now
This
we're
is-
going
we're
the
walking
actual
through-
path.
Should we maybe
Seems that
stealth
way.
if we're about to walk back into, Plippy company headquarters?
Yeah, probably.
Mm.
Probably.
Is
And
it
let's see those stealth rolls.
is it time for Catcade?
Oh, I got disadvantage because of my new armor.
Hmm.
Oh, that would have been good.
All right, group check.
12.
8.
Whoa,
I
that's
rolled
low.
a 2.
Oh, 2.
Gross.
Thura.
8.
9.
Good grief.
That's as a cat. That's as a cat.
Oh my god.
He's just,
Hungry!
and you're all like, Kincaid, shut up!
I give you a pickle.
Our cat's terrified
Yeah, I
of
think they're snakes.
You're just like, going.
boing, 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 boing. Yeah, that's
The
the.
cucumber thing is just because cats are very aware of their like surroundings. So if you put something there without them realizing, and it's like, they're like, holy shit, where did that come from?
Surprise. So all the cat hair on the back is all standing up, and you're like, well, this is not the quietest we've ever been. But anyway, you continue on.
But at least you can just attribute any noise. So like, oh no, a cat just got in here.
Yep.
They do that.
Yeah.
Yep, that happens.
So walking along, it weaves. You got probably 100 odd meters, couple of curves.
Sorry, is this tunnel like stone, or is it just like someone's just dug through?
It begins sort of earthy, earthen walls, but it gets to a certain point where it's made of rock of some sort. Ricky, would you like to use stone cunning for the millionth time?
Sure. 10.
It's about the same roll.
Okay, cool. This would be, what is it? What's the stuff in the ocean?
Limestone.
Wet water.
Shut up.
It's
Go.
water.
Like the stone
Sandstone?
on
Stone?
bluffs.
Sandstone.
Limestone.
Yeah, limestone is
Like
what I'm thinking.
South Australia's entire coast.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, limestone.
You would recognise limestone, so
And caves are made out of limestone as well.
somewhat near the ocean.
As far as I
Water.
said wet first.
Wet. I love finding wet in the ocean.
Wet.
that
No,
thing in the
water.
Wet.
What's that stuff in the ocean? Wet.
He really did get wailed on.
I mean, we can get bottled.
Yep. Get bottled and then hit in the head twice.
Then pommeled.
It's the worst kind of bottle. You're just getting your
Ye-
jaw slammed with
Possessed by
glass.
Walking
poltergeist.
along this sort of 100-odd meters of beginning to look more like limestone cave, you come to a small pool of water, maybe 10 foot across.
Is it like a pool of water with like an open sort of top?
Nope.
Okay. Just like a enclosed thing?
Yep, just a pool on the floor. So you would have smelled the moisture in the air, the salt.
Might be a little sea tunnel to get out.
Is this complete? Is it completely enclosed or is there an exit?
No, all enclosed.
Okay.
Like checking under the water? Like how deep is it? Or...
Ricky just takes his helmet off.
Yeah, like I'll wade into it a bit. Like, do I start going down? Or...
You just
You're a good
you're
swimmer.
weighing a lot right now.
And carrying the mithril.
Varys,
And you just-
Mithril weighs like half a gram.
Yeah, Mithril's
Oh,
not
thank
bad,
God.
but your armor.
yeah.
Alright, fine. I do the
Varys is
thingy
half
and
fish.
Go get him.
Okay, with the manta.
Yeah,
Cool.
cloak, ray, hood.
How's my
thing.
swimming as a cat?
It's pretty average.
And then, oh wait, turtle.
I love water.
Right. Wait, I'm an aquatic animal. I'm not a cat.
So Ricky is just like sinking like a stone, and it is some sort of a underwater
Entry exit.
potentially,
Cool.
but you don't see an end to it.
Alright, well, I'll grab him and swim up first.
Okay.
You pass Kincaid rocketing down.
Kincaid's like,
Let Kincaid explore it
You
first.
just see bubbles and just as he goes past.
yeah, all the mushrooms streaming like, and you swim him back to the surface. Ricky's just like,
That was quick.
Dip.
So we want to take off our boots and like flick our toes in the water whilst they
Sit on
go
the
find
lane.
whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, just
I wonder how I'll get
Find the
back
way
up.
up.
It's
Thinks
honestly,
Kincaid as he sings.
it's honestly probably easier for us to go back around, but we do want to see where this leads.
Yeah.
all right. What is your intention with this?
I wonder where this goes.
Okay, so you're just going to find out where it goes to.
I mean, if I'm sinking for like 10 minutes, I'll probably be like, this is a bit much. I need to. I can't hold my breath forever.
It only goes down for,
Not that much.
30 meters maybe,
Okay.
and then it sort of levels out into you're just walking along
But
the
it's like
bottom.
slow mo, like.
No, your swim speed's as good as your walk speed, isn't it?
I don't have a swim speed.
Uh,
I can just hold my breath.
It'll take you about 20 minutes and of a couple of winds. There's a few, like, it snakes into a few different tunnels, but you see light in a surface sort of area from one of the pools. Well, there's somewhere to surface.
Yeah. I'll go back and tell them.
Okay, 20 minutes back.
Okay.
Was Varys doing the same?
Yeah, 20 minutes is way too long for us to hold our breath.
Yes, you are.
But he's going at
I
15
can-
foot. A thingy I can move
Very fast.
us at 90.
But,
But then I guess 45. Which is still 3 times faster than him.
like, ferrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, carrying you or
Was
you.
it only the one pathway out of here?
Yes,
That I
he
saw.
sort
I
of
suppose, what,
goes down a
3
few, and they're
times
just
faster than 20
underwater
minutes.
tunnels that don't lead
7.
anywhere.
7.5?
I can hold my breath for 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, at worst, we just go back.
Or if
I mean,
you
as long
guys,
as we just see where it comes
I'd
out.
say if you
know.
guys explore where it goes, me and Thurden will just chill here.
Yeah.
And then you can come back and
Did
we'll
you
go the
want to
other way.
see where it goes out
Maybe
before
you
you
guys can
head
see
back?
where it goes, put a little flag if you
Yeah,
just
I'm
it's
worried
gonna go
about
together.
sticking my head up and there's a bunch of, dudes with guns pointed at the...
I can
Ah,
do
yeah.
it stealthy.
And then you can just go. Okay.
I mean, make a stealth roll if you would like to try. It's up to you.
Do you know who's good at stealth rolls? My friend Varys, who I shall go and fetch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll come and do that. Basically, just try and very slowly and quietly surface. Was that a roll?
I mean, it looks,
It
looks
just
like
sort
a
of
roll.
slapped there.
16.
That is very quiet. So Kincaid comes back to you guys. Barris. Fish. And you zoom through, not slowed down by anyone. And come up to the surface of this underground sort of waterway. And just very slowly, with the mask on, peek out. There are a pair of turtle folks reclining. Can I get a perception check?
That is a natural 1.
Ew.
Actually, really fitting. You see them,
Reclining.
yeah, reclining.
Which is laying down?
Yes.
Right.
In like beach chairs? Are they tandem?
Can't tell.
On a one, the water,
Dunno. Mask is full of water.
the air bubble helps, but the mask is just like.
Well, yeah. Fair enough. And then I'll go back down.
Okay. And you head back to them.
There's 2 turtles in there, but that's all I know.
Was it like an open area or was it?
I told you everything I know.
Was it in there? Was it out there? Was it somewhere?
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All the above.
What's the plan of action?
Should I send... I can zip out another familiar and,
Squidly?
Yeah.
What's the range on it?
Squid vicious.
Oh, it's just... I can...
You can just sit in the bottom of the water.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'll just...
Follow it
Yeah.
and then go warg.
Yeah, well,
And I'm sure an octopus coming out would just not be
That's
as-
much less
Yeah.
horrifying
That's
than
a drow just
As
popping
much
up.
less suspicious than a drow in a weird manta ray
with a
cloak.
mask on. Silently watching you from the pool.
I don't remember the Phantom of the Opera living down here.
Varys just like surfaces, looks, and
Go
vanishes.
Wrong place.
This isn't where I parked my car.
It didn't seem that you were noticed, so
Yep, cool.
But he
Yep,
also
so
wasn't very
I'll-
perceptive.
Nope.
Squidly, hop in,
swim,
and then just be
swim.
kind of like not that far below the surface of the water and send Squidly to go and have a look.
Okay, make a
And this
perception
whole
check
time,
with
remember,
Squid.
you're like,
A perception.
this is nice.
It is nice on your feet.
Perception?
Yep.
15.
Nice.
And
you-
it has dark vision. I don't know if that's
Yeah.
relevant.
What you were looking at is a secluded cave. And in fact, it's one that you haven't specifically been to, but it looks a little bit like the local makeout cave.
Oh.
Where the youth sort of
Oh.
go to
Make out.
Yeah.
Point.
pretty much. Not that you've ever been there, but you're like, I know what's going on here.
Nerd.
No
You're
wonder
busy
you're so
studying.
worried.
Nerd alert!
No wonder he joined the priest.
No, it's because I joined the priesthood that I've never been here. You know, before... You know what?
They're not there. You're like, I'm gonna sell this and make it sound like I know what this place is because I
Oh,
was
I
there all the
totally
time.
know that place that I have been many times. It's a local total place that I have been to many times to make out with just so many hot girls.
Make that deception check, boy. Insight, you lot. See if when he comes back. Oh, is that a
That's a 2. Minus 1.
Yeah, so mine's 6.
so not a single
Still
person
beats
believes you. Yes.
Nice.
So Varys, you're like, oh, is that what they were doing? Oh.
Guess so.
So they're reclined on top of each other or next to each other.
I mean,
You're like, it looks different when they're turtles, but now I get it.
but yeah, alright, well that's not
It's like
threatening
2
at all.
plates stacked on top of each other.
Yeah, but it's the issue
Did
with
you-
this water tunnel is just me and Thurden. Like,
Well, I mean, we could just go out the other way.
Yeah.
Really.
We can just go out there.
send the squid out to see exactly where it is? Though?
Send the squid out. Get Squidly to chase them away by inking all over them.
Hit him with the ink defense.
Hit them with ink cloud.
Get Squidly to run outside, see where it is, come back, ink him, and then...
Yeah, send Squidly to do a little bit more scouting.
Okay. Same
Is there
stealth
an
roll,
obvious
that's fine.
way out of that cave?
Yeah. You can see
daylight.
daylight. So, yes.
The turtles there, they're not like guards or anything.
Uh,
They're like local teenagers.
unless the
making out.
the guards are really into each other, nah.
I mean, maybe. And they're all the Pliny clan, so unless the cousin guards.
Yeah. Ugh. That just got worse. The Plippies.
Sweet home Alabama, Plippy.
Terrible. I love it. Yes, there is an obvious way out. They don't look to be armed in any way. They don't raise any flags.
I think we just walk out past them and act confident, and they won't ask questions.
yes, but Thurden and I
we won't be
cannot
able
get
Just hold your
there
breath.
without
It'll be fine.
dying.
It'll be fine.
What if we just see where it leads to, and then we
And
can
then
just
go out the
go
other
out
way.
the other way and then go to that path? I mean, we
Because
can
go-
like, we will physically die,
Uh,
even if we're being dragged by bears.
Yeah.
Fine. It's not that far.
It kind of is though. We
Yeah.
measured it.
With bears dragging us, it's 7 minutes.
Oh my god.
Goddamn humans and their inability to hold their breath.
there is potential for a cloak swap.
We have to attune to it.
I think.
You could. That's potential. It would take more time, but
It'll
4
be like-
hours,
it'll-
or we
yeah.
just go back.
At
We'll just walk back
at
around.
that point, we'd just take a long rest and I'll prepare water breathing.
Yeah.
But no, I think we just go the long way
I think we
around.
just go a long way.
And we might as well all just go the long way around.
Yeah.
And besides, we know what this is. You know.
Yeah,
So-
now it's a secluded love cave. We'll find that.
If Squidly like inks outside, will it stay there or not? Because they're
It's ink.
What do you mean?
because
Or to mark.
just
the
to
cave or
mark
something.
it so we know like it's here when we actually
Oh,
look.
but
along
I
the
know
coast.
where the cave is.
Yeah, he knows when.
Oh, you know
the
exactly,
point is.
okay.
It's a
there were many
local-
opportunities to not go there.
Yeah.
He would often just sit there on a rock staring.
Yeah.
Flashback to Kincaid's childhood. He's like behind a rock watching.
Oh no! I thought it was gonna be like flashback to like the dance, like little Kincaid
That's what I
with
was
braces,
picturing.
like getting turned down at the
And he's
the
watching-
school social,
That's
and
right,
all the other kids
yeah.
walk off in pairs to make
No,
out
like-
point, and he's just sitting there by himself.
All the popular kids wrote Kincaid into being the lookout at the mouth of the
Oh
cave.
no,
For all
that's
the-
exactly
all
it.
the adults.
He's just sitting at the.
I love it.
He's just sitting at the mouth of the cave, like
So he does know it well.
whatever. I didn't even want to go. Stupid making out. Girls are gross. Yuck. Kick rock.
All right. So you hop out of the water.
Oh no, we go back the long way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You hop out of the water back where you were,
Oh, yeah, tell
where
them.
these two
Yep.
are playing footsies.
Let's go away the other way. I want to ransack the larder again. I'm hungry.
Okay,
We got everything.
so
Were there pickled eggs?
There were
Kincaid really
Deviled
like pick it.
eggs.
Oh.
as you
pickled eggs, deviled eggs.
get back into the golem's chamber, it immediately reacts to your presence.
But we've got the
Even
thing.
though I'm holding the thing.
That's true.
Okay, so our pass has lost its charge. So now we.
Is this thing on?
You see it just sort of like swivel and, yeah, just like minor movements.
Okay, no, back the other way. You boys, time for some swimming lessons.
Alright, so
Oh, we-
let's just camp out at the foot of that water and prepare water breathing.
Have a sleep.
At least there is an
Wait,
option.
Does this mean if we go the other way now, same thing's gonna happen?
Probably.
Until we can recharge
I'll
the
say
pass.
theoretically it's lost its charge. Maybe in the presence of Songstone is what recharges it. So. if we
Figure
find
out
some
how to.
Songstone-
Good thing we looted the.
It is a good thing.
Yeah.
Was there anything we left, or we took everything really? That we
No.
We pretty much
grabbed
got.
everything you needed.
Yeah, we ransacked
the
the shit.
mirror.
The only thing was the mirror because it was too big and heavy. The songstone because we were worried it was going to blow the place up.
Yeah.
And then just stuff that we physically couldn't carry.
Cool. So we will pick up here next time with you guys resting in. You just nope, go back the other way. I don't wanna.
Not again.
And you have no idea what time it is. You've been underground.
Well, I would have, like, because I, like, popped Squidly out, I would have seen the outside a bit. I know
Yeah.
it's in a cave, but,
Yeah,
like, you know,
true.
it's lit and stuff.
Get some daylight.
A vague
Whether it's
sense.
morning or afternoon light, not
Oh,
sure.
who knows?
But it would be the next day, which would be... Who's keeping track of calendar?
Well,
that's probably
today was
Oh, well, yeah,
theatre
it'd be
the
the
8th of Krelfus.
So it is now the 9th.
Yeah.
And we'll end the sesh there. Good stuff. There are rewards for getting places. And you did. You got some juicy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, are we a go for next Sunday?
I can't do next Sunday.
Oh,
Okay. Guess I'll just
It is
crack.
getting to that busy time of year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. Stays at the conference, so on, like, until then, so I gotta pick her up. And she
Gotcha.
is
Are there any other days that work for you?
pretty much any. I mean, I'm here Saturday anyway. But, like,
I might, depending on if I get tickets to the prelims, I might go to Brisbane.
Okay.
That's the only thing.
That's fine.
so...
We'll work it out on the chat.
Yeah.
Figure out if we can do a weeknight or
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll chat it over.
Yeah,
another
I-
games night.
Anyway,
I could do Thursday or Friday.
folks at home, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show.
Thank you, Shanko.
We'll be back next time. And, you know, spread happiness, not herpes. Oh, Leash isn't here. Spread happiness, not herpes!
And so
Emphasis on the herpes.
Only herpes.